Alrighty.
What's up, nerds?
Hello, everybody.
Are our microphones actually working this time?
Yeah, our mic is actually working this time. I didn't fuck up too much.
That's what's up. Welcome back. Welcome back to Pandemic Legacy Season 2, our continuing playthrough. This is November, first game in November. We won September, and then we won October. So we're still on zero funding.
Yes.
Which is super exciting for us. Something we can be very proud of. So that's definitely exciting. We have a whole lot going on. As you can see in the title of the episode, this is a huge spoiler warning. We're very late in the game, and I'm going to be talking explicitly about what's happening.
Vader's Luke's father.
Dude!
Come on!
Right, but so last month in October, we revealed, basically we captured some Holomen and convinced them to join our side. And what we determined was that we need to be in Shanghai to execute this plan to enter Utopia, because Utopia is where Pearl Laboratory is, and Pearl Laboratory is what we think is working on a cure, or possibly has already successfully created a cure to the plague. In order to execute the plan, we need to use this card, which, as you can see, has a bunch of different colors of card on it. And basically, each of these are 4 different actions. So each of these is a recon action that must be conducted in Shanghai, unlike a normal recon action where you're trying to find new territory.
Wait, they need to be done in Shanghai?
Yes.
They must be done in Shanghai.
That's why we
But
have
you
to have
don't
connection in Shanghai.
require a supply center there.
Yes.
We're
No
thinking
supply
it's
center.
probably a good idea to have a supply center there, because...
Well, we need to have a bunker there, most of all.
Yeah, bunker is
And
highest
supply
priority.
center.
I think a supply center for just being able to, like,
To vamp, yeah.
is super good. Maybe a satellite tower,
Mm-hmm.
but that's the lowest on the totem pole, I think. But yeah, so we need 5 unique red cards in order to locate the hidden entrance. We need 4 unique black cards in order to decode the access key. We need 3 unique yellow cards in order to devise a distraction. And we need 3 unique blue cards in order to prepare containment units. So all of these things, we've been told by the Legacy deck, must be completed by November. This is our only window of opportunity. So we have 2 games to complete all 4 of these things. Obviously, some of these are going to be easier than others. Looking around, we already have 3 blues, and we're almost at 4 blacks. However, we don't even have 5 reds in the deck. So that's going to be a problem. But
Just a little bit.
We have enough that we could do it.
We've kind of got some. We've kind of got some marching orders.
No, because
So-
we'll be able to get enough.
Yeah, but between things like decryption key, theoretically.
Well, the thing is that the foundation and that kind of stuff doesn't matter for...
Yeah, because foundations.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, for the
But
plan.
so-
I was thinking about building a supply.
I mean,
Supply
yeah, that's a
center
high
in
priority
Jakarta
as well.
Recon.
But so we've kind of got some priorities, though. Obviously, getting to Shanghai, putting Shanghai on the grid, essential, not even a priority. Like, that is what we have to do, or otherwise we'll lose. Reconning Australasia, that's probably pretty important, just to get some more red cards, get access to Topaz Lab, get access to a new character.
What does
actually.
Topaz Lab do again?
Topaz Lab allows us to discard a player card matching the color of a just drawn infection card to prevent 1 supply cube from being removed from that city.
Which effectively means that no supply cubes will be removed from that city.
Provided we have cards in our hand.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying, like, we currently, because of Jade, only 1 supply cube
I
is
thought,
removed
yeah,
from
I
the
got
city.
you.
So it would effectively...
But yeah, so, exploring that, reconning that is going to be a relatively high priority. Just simply connecting more red cards to the grid is going to be a big deal.
Absolutely.
And then also we, of course, can't forget to shore up some areas. As you can see from the map, our biggest problem area is going to be North America this time. You can see there's already 2 Holomen in Chicago and 1 Holomen in San Francisco, neither of which have any supply cubes. So,
And both of which had 2 cards drawn.
right, that's going to be a huge
it's gonna
priority.
suck.
We're going to try to be taking advantage of Dr. Rachel Oppenheimer's special ability to
And become death.
and tear up those cards. Other than that, business as usual.
Cool.
No big deal. End of the world.
See, goes first.
Jacob. All right.
Cool.
All right.
Probably a good thing.
Yeah, probably
Probably,
save.
Yep.
Do some shits.
All right. Well, with me starting to do some shit, I'm gonna go Banff.
Yep.
So that's 1. 2,
Stand and deliver.
3, 4.
That's a different thing, isn't it?
You got free movement afterward, right?
I do have a free movement, which I think I'm going to use to go to LA.
It's legit.
Or
And is
actually, that doesn't matter because I want to be in Denver because then I can
That's true.
bounce to any other
Yeah.
place.
Produce supplies again for good measure.
That's not an extra action. I just have a free movement.
Oh, just a free. Okay, I get you. Yeah. I follow.
Okay, cool. Well, that's what I got.
Cool. Easy peasy. Difficult. Lemon difficult.
Cool.
Okay.
And infect 2.
Denver.
Oof.
Well, that's fun.
Sorry about you.
Get me out. You can
I am playing the administrator. I can get you out.
And
Bangkok.
Bangkok. Cool.
Oh, this is also worth noting. We didn't say at the top who we're playing.
Yes.
You can guess who they're playing, but
Yeah.
I'll let them introduce themselves anyway.
I'm playing Tris Arkin. As usual, I get to go around and put a lot of cubes on the board.
You can farm the shit out of things.
Yep.
I'm Dr. Rachel Oppenheimer. I am become Death, Destroyer of Worlds.
And cards.
Pointedly not Destroyer of Worlds, Savior of Worlds.
Yes.
I
destroying
am
cards.
playing a simple tailor, or rather a simple administrator, Caleb Garrick.
Yep.
Once on my turn, as an action, I can move a pawn to any other pawn. Those of you who watched the early games will know that this is William's character, but William has taken over Dr. Rachel Oppenheimer. So I am playing Caleb because he is more useful than either of the other two characters that I've played historically.
Yep.
And with that, I mean that's all the explanation. So William, you're up.
Okay.
You are up.
So,
Mm-hmm.
things I could do.
Yep.
I could 1, 2, 3, 4 and get there. Couldn't do anything. Or I could 1, 2, 3, and I don't have the ability to move after that, so I could destroy Denver. But that would put 2 of us there.
What you might do is put down a bunker so that neither of you get exposed.
Okay.
Destroying Denver is also a fine idea.
Yeah, that's a free action. I
Yeah.
forgot.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a
So,
free action.
yeah, I could put down a bunker in Denver if we're feeling good about that.
I mean, it's because North America is seeming to be an issue.
I don't see any reason not to.
Yeah.
And that's a place you can base yourself out of, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So there's value in that. Let me just see. Yeah, building a shelter is just discarding a card of the same color. Trying to think. I can't go through any city. Anyway, so 1, 2, 3. The Banff over there.
I think your destroyer card is only once per turn anyway.
Yeah. So I'll spend my London.
Yep.
To build a
Bunker.
bunker in Denver Bunker Hill.
And for those of you who may not remember, bunkers are a special building that we have the ability to place that prevents exposure for any reason in that city. You can't be exposed because of
Play cubes.
play cubes. You can't be exposed because of hollow men. There is no circumstance under which you will gain an exposure in a city with a bunker.
And with that being done, as a free action, I will take the Denver card
Da-da-da-da.
and rip it up.
Yep. Cool.
Very well done.
Good job. All right.
That's my turn.
Produce supplies.
Produce supplies.
Extremely well. Not extremely.
Again, that's why I'm saying it was more useful.
Ooh, 3 black. Get your ass to Shanghai. Let's go.
This is,
What does this guy do?
Delhi could be more useful, though.
What's it do?
You do not get exposed when you begin your turn in an infected city.
Infested city.
If you have this in your hand, which could be useful for me since
Conceivably pretty useful, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I will probably be playing around there. Also, regardless, I should keep this going into Shanghai.
Yeah, certainly. And infect 2.
Okay, infecting 2.
Jacksonville. Of course.
Classic.
Washington.
Washington.
Holy cow, North America.
Yep.
Calm yourself.
So I have the cards for both Washington and Jackson.
And you can remote supply drop.
I can.
Jacksonville has 2. Washington has
I don't
3.
know how many.
2. Either 2 or 3. I haven't not gotten I got the chance to destroy one in Jacksonville, but that wasn't supposed to be destroyed. So now there's a Paris card in there.
What sort of
that says Duval.
What sort of inoculation do we want me to be looking at? Anything? For either Washington or Jacksonville or anywhere else?
Inoculating the Cairo Rebirth could be good.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that. The only problem is if we end up getting the Cairo Rebirth with a bunch of hollow men before it.
Yeah.
Well, let me just think real quick, because if you could go 1, 2...
Yeah, I would very much like to get over here, but I don't know if that's...
3... search is an action. I was thinking that you might have been able to get all the way to Manila and actually search it and take it from the discard.
You mean chart a ceiling?
Well, I was thinking that he could both chart a sea lane and do that, but he cannot.
I mean, in the absence of other priorities like shoring up this whole area over here, I would probably default to moving over to
you don't worry about this. This is my turf.
Okay.
For this game.
All right. I'm trusting you guys.
Yep.
So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bamf over to Kolkata. I'm gonna pick this up as a free action because we haven't been dealing. Well, I'm gonna wait. I think after the first epidemic, we should clean up some of the stuff that isn't a problem area.
Yeah.
Because we're at the point and we're spread thin enough that we need to get cubes off the map in order to have them in the stockpile.
Yeah.
But for now, we'll wait because we don't know what'll come up before the epidemic. But I'll move to Kolkata. I'll create 2 supply cubes. Do we want me to remote supply anywhere?
If you do remote supply,
I can do Denver, Washington, or Jacksonville.
Washington.
Literally all 3 at 0. Okay, so I'm going to remote supply Washington.
Because Denver card we currently destroyed. Jacksonville is one away from Vigneto. Washington is the annoying one to get to.
Which leaves me with 1 more action remaining.
Move to Jakarta?
Yeah.
I could, yeah. That does seem like...
You don't remote drop from your card. You remote drop from the stockpile.
Would it be better to bring me to Kolkata?
Why?
It saves me
it saves him
an
an
action, and I can do and 1 free chart ceiling.
Oh, do you need to be over here?
Yeah.
Well, I'm.
Both of you should be over there.
Yeah, I have a free action, or not a free action, but an action without supply cubes to chart a ceiling.
Oh,
that's my navigator ability.
Yeah, then in that case,
an investigator allows me.
Let's get you over here.
Yeah, no, it's definitely like, both of you should be over there doing shit.
Yeah, totally.
The intent was for us to try and cull down.
So in that case, I won't produce supply.
Chicago.
Leave the supplies.
Instead, I'll remote drop, and then I'll bring you to me, and then I will move to Jakarta.
Why don't you move to Jakarta first and then bring him to you?
Yeah, could you do that, please?
Sure.
It's just a different order of operations.
Yeah. I was just thinking you would be interested in starting in a place with a supply center, but there's no reason for that to be the case.
Yeah, not really. Thank you, though.
Cool. All right. Cool. Yeah, that's predictable.
We don't have anything in 6, right?
We do not.
That would be fucking Jakarta. Goddamn.
It's got a sticker on it.
Lagos!
Well stocked Lagos!
Yes!
Wow, okay, so hang on. We have a broken link, a well-stocked, and a rebirth in the discard pile.
That's pretty good.
This is looking pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm not unhappy with that.
Cool.
And then I actually get a second card.
Does well-stocked apply even if it's Halloween?
Cartoon. No. Cartoon. So I have 2 blues and 2 yellows.
Okay. I got 1 wild, 2 yellows and a blue and a black.
Okay, and then once you're done shuffling that, I will infect 2.
So does that wild card count as
Yes.
one of these?
Yep.
It does.
Yep. It's wild for all purposes?
For recon or build supply actions.
Okay, so it's a independent red card.
Yeah, no, that's why I said we already have 1
fantastic.
red card.
Yeah. But even with that, that's the only wild. we have a foundations and an infrastructure on a red card.
Yeah.
But those only help us for.
We
Oh,
do have,
didn't
we have
we put
another
two
wild.
decryption
We have another
keys?
wild. We
Didn't
have a
we put
wild
two
on a
I
black
thought we
card.
only
I think.
got one.
No, I
No,
think we got two.
We got two, and we both.
We put them both on immediately.
Oh, well, in that case, we could conceivably, extremely rarely.
Yeah, with that gigantic pile of cards.
Right.
Solomon Gather
Okay.
and Cairo with Rebirth.
Does not apply. Holloman cards
has-
still take
has
effect.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm assuming that
And
any
Bangkok.
and all special. Ugh.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that any and all special abilities on infection cards only apply to
Yep.
plague cubes.
That's probably right.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I mean, is what it is.
No.
Jacob, go ahead.
Alrighty. Time for me to save this other part of the world. Denver doesn't really matter anymore because we just destroyed the card.
Correct.
Therefore,
But there's 2 Chicago's and 2 San Francisco's.
I mean, I have two.
Yeah.
I have 2 cubes in Chicago and 2 cubes in San Francisco. They're fine.
Jacksonville and eventually Lima are going to be important for you to shore up.
Okay. So, action 1, action 2. 3. No. Free action 3, 4.
Cool. Bam.
I'm good.
You're a hero. A fucking hero. Istanbul.
Constantinople. I got 2 of them.
And, unrationed event.
Holy shit.
Biodome prototype. Place up to 3 shelters onto any cities on the grid. Destroy this card after use. Play at any time, not an action.
We should not necessarily right now, but soon.
Soon. I mean, certainly before your next draw.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah. Cool.
Right.
And in fact, 2.
Yep.
That's going to be nice to have.
Yep.
Chicago.
Chicago.
New Mumbai.
Damn.
Damn it. That's not good.
All right. Dr. Oppenheimer, if you would please.
Okay.
Conduct the research.
So I'm feeling I should go ahead and use my navigator ability.
First, connect
Which-
Manila.
Yeah.
Manila? Okay.
Connect
Yeah.
Manila.
Okay.
I think.
So
Or, no, actually, connect Hong Kong. Because if we want to base ourselves, if we want to have somewhere that we're going to be in between anything, Hong Kong is the one that doesn't have a play cube. Or it doesn't have the fucking...
Okay.
Yes.
Thanks.
we're
I
good.
like this.
Okay, and
So-
we're good with oh yeah, so that cuts off Ho Chi Minh from anywhere but
Hong
Bangkok.
Kong has a certain...
Please excuse my face.
Never.
Okay.
Your face is unexcusable.
So connecting Hong Kong.
Yes.
Hong Kong.
Sounds
Connect
good.
Hong Kong.
Yeah, Ho Chi Minh City will be isolated, but I mean that's not that big.
That's fine.
Well, Ho Chi
I
Minh
mean-
also has no plague cube.
Yeah, but
No infestation.
Infestation, yeah. But it can still connect to Hong Kong.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean like I don't care.
I think I like this. I think we'll also connect probably Jakarta to Manila, but like for now, I think I would rather, when moving through, I would rather move through Hong Kong.
Okay, so Hong
Alright.
Kong, if you want to grab that.
Yep.
So that was one action.
One action.
So one of my things that I'll do next turn is move to Hong Kong
And take Hong Kong.
take Hong Kong using my special ability.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, alternatively, I could do that on my turn.
But yours costs a card, doesn't it?
It costs a card.
Mine is free.
His is free.
Well, mine isn't.
His is part of the
It's technically
search
not
action.
free. It requires that I take the search action, but I'm
But
cool
that's
with
a
doing
good
that
thing.
anyway. Exactly.
Like I would rather save your stuff for when we have, because there are some red ones that don't have.
Do
searches.
we want to destroy Bangkok or New Mumbai? I can get to one.
Yeah. But can you leave?
Okay, so that was 1, 2, 3. Free action destroy. 4.
I keep forgetting it's a free action. That's
cool. Fuck
New
it.
Mumbai.
New Mumbai.
It's more in the middle.
Okay.
It's on the path rather than Bangkok, which is on the side.
Okay.
I agree.
So that 1, 2. New
Free
Mumbai.
action to destroy New Mumbai.
Get out of here.
So strong.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know exactly. I've been warning it what's coming
I just don't know how.
And 4.
I mean, I guess it's late game and like they want to help
Also,
you sort of.
free action, you can move me right back to
Just
Jakarta.
so good.
So I can try
Oh
to
yeah,
see
for
it.
free action.
That's true.
So
That's
I'll
true.
take my 2 cards, please.
Hucha, Mexico City.
Let's go City.
And Hucha again, I say Atlanta.
Atlanta with
Nothing.
fairly useless search.
Okay. All right.
The good thing is I can.
Sorry, infect 2.
Good thing is I can destroy cards or
Right.
use cards to get red.
Yes.
Lima,
Okay.
Column and Gather, in Tripoli.
Ugh.
Okay.
We keep spreading these out. Although, I mean, there's 8 of them, and we've only seen 2. So, like, eventually they're going to be all punched.
I'll take Column and Gathering in places over Plague Cubes.
Yeah.
Because we're already almost halfway there.
True. Okay, so...
Granted, New Mumbai and
Me.
Denver have been removed from the equation.
Yeah.
Is there anything...
God, I
So,
love my
before I leave, I'm going to free action get you here.
Mm-hmm.
No. No, I'm not. I'm going to move to here. I'm going to spend an action to get you here.
Why?
So that you can
No,
go
no.
straight to Shanghai.
Dude, you can do that as many times per turn as you want. Boom.
Shit,
boom,
you're right.
Boom.
Yes.
Free.
Yes. I keep forgetting that it's also infinite. It's free and infinite.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so I'll just like...
Yeah.
Come on.
You're pulling him behind you on a boat on
I'm
jet
in a
skis.
rowboat. Yeah, exactly.
Like, you're in a rowboat and he's like on the water skis behind you and you're just like, come with me.
Okay, so free, 1, free, 2.
Yes.
Conduct this search. Where's our quarter?
Our quarter. Where did it? There it is. Yes.
It's a dude.
Oh, dude. I like dudes.
Be
Oh,
useful.
it's
Be
It's a
useful.
lady.
Be useful, lady. Be useful, lady.
All cards, when you have this card in your hand, all cards count as red.
The decrypt key applies to any amount of cards in your hand.
Commander.
Okay.
Oh, no,
Okay,
sorry.
XCOM.
Companion.
Okay.
Well, yeah, okay.
Structural engineer.
Alright.
When you do the build shelter action, you may discard any color city card, including this one, if you have this card in your hand.
Oh, fuck yeah! And that's for like, okay. That's build shelter action?
The build
Okay.
shelter.
Okay. That's still pretty damn good.
That is pretty damn.
Yep.
Anybody want to do a line?
Yeah, I was about to say, I didn't know you knew how to
Yeah, I was good.
line up powder so
Clearly
well,
not
Greg.
very well. Yeah. I think I have vindicated myself here by demonstrating how fucking bad I am at this. I didn't grow up in the 80s, sorry.
Oh, I forgot that's a
Come of
genuine
age in
risk
the
of
80s,
y'all old people.
Okay, alright. I came out to have a good time, and I'm feeling so attacked right now. So that's 2 actions.
Don't worry, my generation apparently eats Tide Pods now, so.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. You have no room to talk shit.
Yep.
I am straddling
Youngin.
millennial and Gen Z, and so I can claim whichever one I want whenever I want.
What the fuck do I want to do?
That was how many actions?
That was 2.
2 actions.
If I had supplies, I might, like, make
Yeah.
a
You wanna
chart
take
of
one
sea
from
lane.
Japan?
Do you have any? No, you have the land routes that are less.
No, that's not this character.
Not that character.
No, that's Mateo, I think.
Ah. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Do you want to grab the one from Jakarta, produce, and then you can make one connection?
I could do that.
That would
If we're
also.
comfortable with me retconning half an action. Which we seem to
We
be.
are.
Yeah.
What would half an action be?
I mean, just like, woo.
Okay.
Meaning that he would have done that before he left
Okay.
Jakarta.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah.
I'm
no.
comfortable with that. So I'll take a cube when I leave Jakarta, and then I'll produce supplies, and then I'll spend 2 supplies to chart a sea lane. But first, I'm gonna wash my hands. Jacob, if you would please connect Hong Kong to Shanghai.
Yes.
Yeah, that's definitely the best move.
There it is. Zimaka.
Because right now we're at a relatively low risk of Jakarta breaking out. Also, if we do feel worried about that, we can always pop a fucking unrationed event.
Yep.
Because we're going to have to pop it this turn.
That's right.
So that might be a good idea to pop it on Shanghai.
Yes.
Actually,
absolutely.
yeah, on Shanghai.
I will
definitely.
be popping it on Shanghai.
Yeah. Oh, so this is even more important because we would have to get Shanghai connected to the grid in order to
Yeah.
make that happen. Fuck! I forgot to grab a paper towel.
So yeah, drop the Shanghai stuff in.
Shanghai there and Shanghai search.
Also,
Alrighty.
I can on my turn go to Shanghai, discard one of my multicolor, which is not very useful for anything, to take Shanghai, search with it, and chart a ceiling.
Yeah. You
The only thing I can't destroy, but I couldn't really destroy anyways. I'm a little too far out for that.
Okay, that's fine. So just so we know, we only have 4 shelters left. We are limited by the number of shelters that we have available.
Okay, that's fine.
And I'm going to be placing 3 out of the 4 of them this turn.
Yeah, I mean, as long as we choose the right targets, I think
Okay.
that's fine.
All right.
Did you draw your second card? Or no, that was
I didn't draw
that was a
any
free
cards.
one.
Yeah.
That was a free one. You still have a. That was your.
That was
the
the
end.
last
That was
action.
That was all my actions.
now.
So now you get to draw cards.
Huh? Are you kidding me?
Oh boy.
Yep.
And we didn't have a chance to inoculate.
Anything.
What's it called? At least we destroyed something.
All right.
St. Petersburg with
Tripoli.
do the search action for free.
Which Tripoli was free.
Tripoli is not going to be good. We've got 2 Tripolis in the deck.
We have 2 Tripolis, we have 2 Chicagos, and we have 2 San Franciscos.
Yeah, well, currently it's Lima and Tripoli that are going to.
And only 2 Holloman,
Kairos
right?
is an issue. Yeah, and only 2 Holloman together.
That's unfortunate. Well, work quickly, gentlemen.
All right.
I mean, the good thing is we have the connection to Shanghai built up.
I think here's what I'm going to do.
You can recon.
So if we survive this long, one of the things that I'm going to do, you should leave Shanghai in the discard pile because I can go here. I can search for free.
Right.
So get Shanghai out of the discard pile, search Shanghai, and then back to Jakarta and recon with Hong Kong.
No,
you have to build a
we
supply
have to build a
center.
supply center.
Oh, that's right. This one actually requires a
Yeah.
supply center to recon. Shit.
Okay,
Yep.
this is advancing quicker than I'd like. Tripoli.
Tripoli gets something. Holloman gather.
Something.
Oh, that's good.
And Cairo Rebirth.
With a rebirth, but
Fucking
Damn
it.
it,
That-
we keep wasting it.
Yeah.
I'll take that over an infection in Tripoli.
True.
Because now, Jacob, save us.
Turn. Alright, so first off, I'm going to pop this.
Yes.
I'm thinking
Shanghai.
Cairo, Shanghai, Tripoli.
I think Cairo's not that big a deal.
No, I'd say Cairo over Tripoli.
Yeah,
Right?
for sure.
Because Jacob can base himself out of Cairo and
Yeah.
save Tripoli remotely.
I don't want to
I'm not
like,
thinking
have
about
problems
population.
with getting out of any kind of supply centers.
Fair. That makes sense.
Like supply center cities because they're
I
so
think
powerful.
Cairo and Shanghai are absolutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's for damn sure.
Oh, we have to rip that up.
Third one.
Third one, we could either do Chicago or Tripoli.
Chicago or Tripoli or even Lima, because it's fairly out of the way. You know what I mean?
Well, I think we should do either Chicago or Tripoli because they're both a lot more at risk. Because if we draw 2 more of them with Holloman Gather, and there are 2 of each of them in the deck.
In that case, the argument is better for Chicago.
Ish. Yeah. Yeah.
I go either way. Well, either of them are good choices, honestly.
And,
Also,
Alright.
we should definitely, between the 2 of us, we should at least be connecting 1 sea route each on our turns. Because we need to get as many red cards out as possible.
Yeah.
Before
I mean,
that
certainly
ends.
you, me, if possible.
Yeah.
Alright. Now, what the fuck am I gonna do? Alright. 3, 1, 2, 3, and this is gonna go into.
Do you want to take that one from Sao Paulo, and that way you can drop 2 onto Sao?
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay.
Was that really useful? Because Cairo has a rebirth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Either way, like Sao Paulo has a
We've only
pop,
had
so I
one
don't feel
rebirth.
It's gonna...
Yeah. Okay. So then if I do that, then 1. Then
Yeah, I'm
8.
comfortable not putting them on Cairo.
So let me just redo this real quick.
I'd still say keep 1 on Cairo.
No, I know, but
Okay.
let me just redo this real quick. Well, I don't think we have the other Cairo out. Or we do.
We do. It's a
have
broken link.
Okay, so we should still do that. Right?
Yeah.
So if I pick this one up as I go, then I do a produce and deliver there, and then deliver. So that's 1 action, 2, 3. I have 1 action left. actually can't do anything. It's going to be useful.
Move yourself to somewhere.
Yeah. I might move myself to...
South America might need some help in a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to go to Rapa Nui.
Yeah, because that'll get you.
Yeah. Alright, cool. That's going to be the last thing I do.
Okay.
Yeah, alright, I don't have enough actions. Yep.
Los Angeles, you have to discard.
With 2
Yes, I do.
searches, though. Might be worth it.
And the problem, though, is that takes time.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's Los Angeles. It's going to be Rapa Nui.
But I'd say one of, like, Darussalam or Lagos or something is less useful right now.
Maybe Chicago. Honestly. Chicago's probably the least. Because right now, actually, wait. 3 blues, we need
3
4
blues,
blacks.
3 yellows, 4 blacks.
Alright. Cool. So I think I'm going to get rid of Chicago.
Okay.
And then that'll give me 7. So at some point, if you
Me?
can take me and put me in Hong Kong, or if you are going to be, if you could get me to Shanghai pretty much,
And get you to Shanghai basically next turn.
I can complete one part of it.
Cool. Yeah, let's do it.
So
Ooh, infections, and then William.
Tripoli, regular, which is thank God I did that. Holloman Gather in Lima. Not as bad as
Yeah, that's true. I'll take Column over
Yeah.
infections right now.
William.
Okay, Charter Sea Lane. Or should I go to Shanghai and Charter Sea Lane?
Go to Shanghai and try to see Lane.
Yeah.
Go to Shanghai.
Try to see like
Instead of discarding Chicago, here's what you should have done
yeah.
if we want to retcon this.
Okay. What?
You should discard Kolkata, because I can discard Mexico City, take Kolkata, from Shanghai, Recon Black.
You can discard a card to get any card.
Yeah.
Once on your turn, as an action, discard a player card to take a city card from the player discard pile.
Yeah.
Holy
Okay.
shit.
Fuck yeah.
Originally it was going to be used for reds, but this has more utility right now.
It does.
At the moment, yeah.
Alright, so do it. Shit.
Okay.
That
so,
works. That means I don't have to worry about.
Um,
I don't have to worry about.
you were in Hong
I
Kong
was in
originally. Okay. So I'm in Shanghai.
Yep.
So that's one action.
Yes.
2 action to navigate.
All right. Connect.
I say soul.
Well, let's just take a look because we I think are allowed to do this. Okay. Soul, all of them. So Manila's the one that does not have a search.
So Manila's the least priority.
Mm-hmm.
I say soul.
Soul.
Because it's also
It's
not
also not
infected.
affected. Yeah.
Cool. There we go.
I think technically I would have had to go around, but
That's right.
soul's on the eastern coast.
Soul there. So that's 2 actions.
Yep.
3 action. I will go ahead and discard Mexico City.
Yep.
Because you have the 3.
Yeah, I've got
So
the
I'm
3.
going to discard Mexico City
Mm-hmm.
to go in and take Kolkata.
Yep.
And with my last action,
Mm-hmm.
I will use Kolkata, Delhi, Istanbul, and Tripoli, 4 unique black cards, to do the recon action for that,
Alright.
which is
Decoding the access key.
Alrighty.
I'm in.
I'm in. Makes
Boom.
sense for Dr. Oppenheimer to get in.
that
Why
was
did you
blue,
mark
not
blue?
black.
You're right. Sorry. It's alright.
We'll
Right.
remember.
We'll get blue before the game is over.
You're jinxing us right now.
Yeah.
We're gonna lose on this
I
turn.
have, I have blue.
Yeah, he has blue.
Yeah, so that's my 4. So with that,
Well, don't forget to
First-
draw your
yeah,
first
I
draw
should
your
draw
on
those
cards.
first. Moscow with search. Frankfurt, which
Shoot this guy down.
messenger as a free action, you may take the supply cubes from an adjacent location and place them into your location if you have this card in your hand. That would be very
Right.
useful.
Super useful for all of this
For,
area.
for me as well.
And now Infect 2.
Mm-hmm.
Chicago,
So Greg,
Bangkok,
I have
which has an infection on it.
Alright. I think one thing, Greg, do not move me to you.
Cool.
Yeah.
That
Well-
frees me up to do other shit.
Pretty much because I can give you a yellow by going to Lagos and not have to worry about moving 3 away in order to get it to Banff anywhere else. Because that would get me stuck.
Keep in mind, there's at least one more Chicago out there. There's not a Sao Paulo because you took it from there. Kolkata we destroyed, or no, Kolkata we didn't destroy. New Mumbai we destroyed.
Yes.
And Bangkok, which just got done.
You want to have some fun with this?
Oh, yeah?
Move. Free action.
Yeah.
Be good, be good, be good. Don't be shit, don't be shit, don't be shit.
Let's see, Shanghai, what you got?
Words.
We
Alright.
found the Haven leaders dead. Oh shit.
They didn't get in.
Unburied, shot outside the walls of Utopia where they petitioned to get in. There were no survivors. Utopia accepts no outsiders. Utopia leaves no survivors. Strictly story. That's extremely disappointing.
Yeah.
Still.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Interesting, interesting.
I mean, I love that they got their comeuppance.
Right. Interesting plot advancement. Also, I mean,
How bad were the Haven leaders?
I have a free.
Well, they abandoned all the havens in order to try to get into Utopia.
No, but wasn't it to petition Utopia to help us out?
No, it was for
No.
them to get into
Oh.
Utopia themselves
Okay.
and leave the rest of us to pretty much die.
Okay.
I think I remember that being the case.
Oppenheimer's the altruist. Come on now.
Yeah.
Oppenheimer thinks the best of people.
Alright.
Also,
that's a quote
Oppenheimer's
that's gonna
not
come back
faded.
and bite me.
Is not what?
Oppenheimer's not faded.
No.
She has no skin in this game.
Yeah.
I mean, apart
Well,
from the
she's
fact
got
that she
skin.
doesn't want
What
to
are you
get
talking about?
Yeah.
That's a good thing. She has the normal skin.
So
True.
that's that. So that's one action.
2.
2 actions.
That's your third action because you have to
Oh.
move.
Yeah. Search is a free action as long as I have this in my hands.
Oh, there you go.
So that's my second action to check off that box, which I already checked off because I was a little over enthusiastic.
Yep.
And then I move, and then I do this again.
Can you do that multiple times per turn?
I can.
Cool.
Do you have the action for it since you discarded?
I do.
Okay.
1, nothing.
3.
2, 3, 4.
Okay. And you now have 3.
I have 3 red cards.
And I can get you
starting
New
to get
York, making that 4.
That's very useful.
And then you connect one more, and then we have 5, and then we can do it. We could do it on his next turn.
Yeah.
And then all we need is the yellows, which
Aren't that hard.
I have.
You have.
A group of rebels here is eager to throw off the shackles of Utopia. Immediately draw a free sea lane from Seoul to another city. Yeah.
Connect to
what's
Osaka.
up.
Here's my question.
Osaka or Tokyo?
I mean, either one. Those,
I'm gonna go Tokyo just to leave this opportunity, like this corridor open, just in case.
Here's one thing I want to say, which you can go ahead and chart this. This doesn't affect that. But do we prioritize completing the plan or trying to build a supply center in Recon?
I mean, the problem is building a supply center and reconning are like that requires 7 total
Yeah.
red cards.
I say we complete the plan.
It's just if we complete the plan, we go through November, which they said you have to recon this by the end of November.
Yes.
Which is a potential downside, but completing the plan also might be a good.
Yeah.
I mean, no, it's completing the plan is what we have to do by the end of November.
Yeah.
Oh, there was
Yeah.
no thing about recon? We assumed recon.
We assumed recon because historically that's been a thing, and also Topaz Lab might be cool.
Yeah.
But the thing that we absolutely have to finish by November is recon.
Did it actually say what we would lose if we didn't didn't complete the plan?
I mean, it said.
Yeah.
Hang on, I can read this.
Because like I would love that if you don't get to play the final month, you just lose.
This is our month. Every November, Utopia releases new Hollow Men into the world. For 2 days, they are distracted. Our recon into the city needs to happen this month, or we'll miss our opportunity. We don't know what we'll find about.
Yeah. So
Basically, if we don't recon it this month,
Yeah.
we're gonna get a card that says if you haven't completed the plan yet, do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The penalty for not reconning or for not completing the plan is worse than the
I think so.
perceived penalty for not.
I believe that's.
I believe so. Plus, I mean, what's going to happen now that we have all these red cards in there
Yeah.
is going to be that
It's gonna be
we
easier.
can now much more easily find.
Yeah. Oh, hey, it's non-Jacksonville, Tokyo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the actual Tokyo. All right.
All right. So I draw 2 cards.
Huh?
1,
Bleu.
2.
Beautiful.
I don't even have to give you New York.
Yep. Although if you did, I wouldn't have to go to Tokyo.
True. I mean, I could also do that.
But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yes.
I mean, I'm also going to be charging a new sailor.
Uh,
My turn.
2 infection cards, please.
Hellman Gather.
In
Washington.
Washington.
And
Dip
second
your
one.
gerbs.
Hellman Gather.
Yep.
In Hellman Gather.
Hey, all right. So we're
In San Francisco.
we're in a new
Right.
territory, or well,
Sort of.
newish
Yeah.
territory.
All right.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
All right, Jacob, and I'm gonna go get my egg rolls.
Cool.
Yeah, that's true. Getting off food.
You guys go ahead and get your food. I'm gonna do shit.
We're leaving Jacob without supervision. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
I know, dangerous, dangerous, dangerous.
Oh, they're back to the old dumplings now. Damn it. Will you give me a crack open the Dr. Pepper? Yes. Oh, I totally forgot about that. You can so long as you pour me a glass.
All right. So what do I need to save? I'm thinking Lima. And Chicago? Thank you.
Lima and Jakarta are both definitely, or Lima and Bangkok. Jakarta hasn't been drawn. We took one from Jakarta.
Yeah, we did.
Bangkok, which I would have loved the chance to have gotten to destroy it, but
Okay.
it doesn't seem in the card.
So should I? So I'm gonna save Lima first off.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put one in there.
one. They've
Yeah.
only drawn one.
So I'm gonna do that. That's my produce and deliver.
Chicago. There's 2 Chicagos.
Yes, but the thing is that with the bunker, that means that it doesn't matter.
I don't care about losing population. I care about infections coming.
I know, but would you rather me do that or go to Bangkok and put shit in Bangkok?
That's true. Bangkok.
Right. That's what I'm gonna.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So that's that was one action, then 2 actions. Second action to get there. I'm gonna take it off of Kolkata because we haven't drawn it.
Yep.
My third action is to put it here, and then my fourth action is gonna go to Denver, so that I'm in range of Chicago.
Oh wait, they are still new. The new dumplings. Yes.
So I'm going to be within range of Chicago in order to save it next turn, I believe.
I think that sounds like a reasonable plan. Where are the other coasters?
Yeah, they've been like disappearing. I don't know. I think they're in Harrison's room, honestly, because he's been stealing them lately.
I think Jacob only got 1 egg roll. There were.
Yeah, I did. I got the 1 egg roll.
Oh, and this is yours.
So the 2 egg rolls are yours.
Food break. Well, not break.
As is customary.
Here. I literally think that they're all in like Harrison's
little
room.
soup?
That's mine.
Yep, that's yours.
And the red sauce is mine too.
That should be everything. Give it out.
Cool.
Sweet
All
and
right.
sour.
So. Oh shit. No.
What'd you fuck up?
No, I could have given you New York, but I'm not going to because I did saving shit.
I think saving shit is more important since we have access to tokens.
Give us a couple more turns.
Paris? Do I need Paris?
We have blue completed, so.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to get rid of Chicago. And then that's the first one. The second one is going to be an epidemic, of course.
Those do look really doughy.
Yep.
And for the epidemic, Johannesburg. Fun. Alrighty, let's see. So at the moment, what we've got in
Chicago.
trouble, we got Cairo could be a problem. Or only if Hollow Men go. Tripoli should be all right. Joburg is an issue. Washington should be fine. Bangkok should be fine. Chicago's a problem. Lima should be fine, and San Francisco should be fine. All right, cool. So we're in a pretty good spot with this. I'm not seeing that many issues.
literally. Just make sure we get through
Unfortunately.
Greg's turn.
3 cards to be drawn. Yeah, pretty much. This is the save shit so that it doesn't get destroyed before Greg.
Pretty much.
Currently, I don't think that there's a way for it to get destroyed before. Actually, I literally don't think that there's a way for us to lose before your turn based on the cards that we have in here. Unless some real crap shit happens, like another epidemic. Tripoli, normal, and Lima.
One more.
And Chicago. Okay, that was the one that would have done that. All right, cool. We should be all right.
All right. William,
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you to not chart a sea lane to Osaka, because even though that would be cool to have the extra city, being able to get back from Tokyo to Shanghai in one fewer actions is extremely useful for me. Right
Okay. Well, I can draw the inside route between.
No, meaning that he wants you to chart the immediate route from Shanghai to Tokyo.
Okay.
Not because I don't want it blocked off, but because I need to be able to get back there in one action instead of 2 actions.
Okay. So what I can do, and this is an alternative, we can choose whichever sounds better. I can.
Dude, you're playing fucking Khaled. If he stays
You can
in
just
Shanghai,
get there.
you just bam.
I forgot about that.
Better yet, I think it's even quicker if you bamf to Jacob, and then use the. So that'll be one. Or
No,
We don't have a supply
We have
center
no
in
supply
Shanghai.
center in Shanghai.
oh right, you're going to Shanghai, right?
Mhm.
My bad.
Where else would I go?
For some reason, I thought Jakarta. Anyways, so on my turn, I could connect these two. Chart a ceiling with one action. Produce. Chart a ceiling with my last action.
I like it.
I think the only other alternative was if we wanted to burn one of these system-wide productions. Oh, you have
No
to
point.
be at a Haven. Never mind.
Oh,
Or
no point.
Haven or supply
Yeah,
center.
in that case, because I forgot about the ability to use the administrative ability, connect Osaka and Manila.
Okay, so turn 1, I'll connect Osaka for free.
Okay.
Osaka. Boom. Boom. And I'll just put this in here.
Yep.
And in there. All reds that we have available currently are connected. Cool.
So cool. Free supply line, action 2, produce supplies, which is still 1 per
Yeah.
Yeah.
outside of a Haven or supply center.
Produce supplies.
Produce supplies, and build the Manila.
Cool. All right. So that was exciting. At this point, Riyadh is the only city in the game that we have revealed that is not connected to the grid.
Damn.
You just know the Saudis have their own thing built up.
Go there, they're still like living in luxury.
Yeah. Either that or it's Spec Ops Line, which I know is Dubai, but there's no Dubai on this map. Hence, I use the closest geographical.
Because Spec Ops a lot.
Yeah, because of Spec Ops Line.
You want to put that at the middle of the deck?
Yeah. Whoopsies.
Wait, what happened?
Have we been playing the entire game like that?
There was a Baghdad infection card below the Riyadh cards.
Oh shit.
And I didn't realize it wasn't in there.
Whoops.
It's possible it may have just been in the stack, but
Yeah.
I legitimately don't know.
No idea.
No way to tell.
2 cards.
2 cards.
Alright, Joburg. Buenos Aires.
Cool. And 3 infections.
Tripoli. Fuck.
Alright.
Parliament Gather
Okay.
in San Francisco.
Okay.
It's at 3 and immediately loses 1 population. Is
No.
down to.
When it would gain a
Oh.
4th.
Okay. And then the third is Parliament Gather.
Cool. All right.
in Hallam and Gather, in Joburg.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. So, for my turn, for my next trick,
Yep.
I'm going to move to Tokyo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to perform a search. I'm going to discard London because I need to acquire a new city.
Yep.
That city is Tokyo.
Yep.
And I will reveal...
At this point, it wouldn't be the
companion?
worst thing if the game ended on Greg's turn.
It is ending on Greg's turn.
Well, I mean, are we sure that it's gonna...
No, it's ending on your turn. We haven't done yellow yet.
Oh shit.
I'm pulling you to me.
I'm saying that's why it could theoretically lose on Greg's turn.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be terrible because we completed the ass red search.
Yeah.
Spies!
Mm.
Oh
This
my.
card counts as 2 unique red cards for the Recon action.
Yes!
Holy fuck!
Tokyo, you're amazing!
Holy fuck!
So we should have just bamfed to Tokyo real quick. Have done that.
We had no way of knowing. But yes.
Yeah.
In retrospect, we should have just done that. Holy fuck. Holy fuck.
That's pretty damn great.
That's it's useful. I'm gonna say that's useful.
Getting Tokyo means, like, you know, once we have a supply center there, like, that we have fucking...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're not gonna have the supply center. Honestly, its use honestly its use is kind of diminished right now because you were gonna have 5. Excuse me. Anyways,
That's true. But this way I get to this way I get to save one and maybe use it for something else down the line.
Well, but the game ends after we search or after Jacob.
True.
Either after your turn or after
So
my
that
turn.
was 1, 2, 3. Oh fuck! I can't bring you to me.
What?
You can't. Yeah, you're right.
I don't have enough actions left.
Can I get there? That's the question.
That was your third action, all right?
Yeah, but
yeah,
he
and
needs
now I
to
have
do this.
to do this.
Yeah.
So that's
my
his fourth.
4th action.
Therefore, he
Oh.
cannot bring me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, you can.
Also, you already used your Bamf to someone action this turn. And you can only do that once per turn.
Oh.
Alright, so 1, 2, 3.
So you going 1, 2,
4,
3,
save.
4. Fuck.
Do I want to save
No,
the
I
card?
have free movement.
Yes.
I get there.
Alright. I'm going to discard these 4 cards, one of which counts as a unique card, to perform Locate Hidden Entrance.
Okay.
So we can still end it on your turn.
Yeah, we're still going to be able to end it on.
Useful.
Yep.
Alright, so I'm going to draw 2 city cards.
Mhm.
Tehran. And a portable antiviral lab.
Okay.
I'm going to draw 3 infection cards.
All right.
Bangkok. Ends the game.
Fuck.
No.
No,
What are you
it
talking
doesn't.
about?
It's got
I
two.
saw 2
What are
already
you
there.
talking about, Wills?
Saw 2 already there.
I saved it.
Hallam and Gather
All right.
in Washington,
Don't care.
where they already
Okay.
are. And last but not least,
Oh,
it's a Hallam and Gather.
okay. Next. Okay, so
In
we're
Cairo,
fine.
with the rebirth again.
So we're fine.
We're fine.
We're
Yep.
completely fine.
All 3 of those times, didn't it have the rebirth?
Yeah.
Except
Yeah.
for the first time
Oh.
Yeah.
when we drew it during setup,
No,
because
no,
it literally could not.
no. Because we drew the rebirth card.
Yeah, sorry about that. We didn't have dinner beforehand,
Yeah.
so we're eating some Chinese food.
No,
Sorry for
because
making you hungry.
it was the broken link that came first in the initial draw. Because I remember asking if it could apply during the
But I
set.
swear there was at least one instance during. Didn't we draw 2 Kairos, one of which was the rebirth?
Yeah.
There was one time during this game where the rebirth actually worked.
No.
I swear there was.
No.
I don't.
Or
think-
no, yeah, you're right. Sorry, there was. There was.
Yeah,
there was,
one.
yeah.
There was one.
Because we
Alright.
discussed it and we were like,
Yeah.
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 All right, Jacob.
Cool.
Is there
Alright.
anything you can do before you?
Is there a Denver in that pile?
Yes.
Okay, inoculate Denver.
Cool.
Boom. That's one. Is there a Kolkata in that pile?
Yes, there should be.
There
I
should
used
be.
a Kolkata.
Inoculate that as well.
The purpose is just to remove cards.
Yes. Literally.
Cool.
So that's 1, 3, 2, 3,
Remember when we were like, oh shit, what if we win in the first month of November? And we were like, well, there's
All right.
a statistical chance,
So
but it's
that's
highly
exciting.
unlikely.
Yeah.
So
We
we
just won.
completed the plan,
Yeah.
and we don't have a pause. We don't actually have to read anything right now. We just move straight into game end stuff. Everything that happens now happens at the beginning of December.
Okay.
Okay.
So, first of all, let's go ahead and shuffle these, or clear these out. Just make as much room as possible.
Wait, so what's going on?
Just clear your board, clear everything out of the way that doesn't have to do with population.
All right.
You mean so clear off?
Yep.
Unnecessary
Clear off
cubes?
everything except for bunkers, supply centers, and green stuff.
Well, if they're canceled out, they get canceled out.
Right.
Technically, Denver still grows.
Well, it would.
It would.
Problem.
Yo.
Problem.
What?
No, you started in Seoul. You're fine. I thought you started in Tokyo
No,
because
I
I was
moved
like, you
to
got
Tokyo.
a scar there, buddy. You better not kill my Caleb.
Okay, so where's the rules?
All right.
All right. So adjusting population.
Well, yeah. So the card though says this one doesn't have any directions for when we completed it. So therefore, it will be happening at the beginning of December. So yeah, pretty much this one doesn't have. This is just the objective end game, and this does not have to draw anything, right?
Does it?
Yes, it does.
Oh,
so
shit.
yeah, you they are right.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
We open package 8 and destroy this card.
Cool. All right. Destroy that card.
Well, yeah. All right. Cool. All right. Thank you very much for.
Yeah, good catch. Thank you.
Yeah, great catch on that one. Appreciate it. Thanks. I really hope that it didn't matter what was on the board.
Yeah, hopefully not. I mean, we can just roll it back.
Yeah.
We can just go back to the video.
Luckily. Positives of
Let's
being
just
having
check the
stream.
tape and we'll be back in 10 minutes.
Yep.
All right.
Just like a good old NFL review.
Pretty much.
We got a recon report for Utopia.
All right.
Oh, there's stuff. There's so much stuff.
All right.
There's a lot of stuff.
Recon report. We've accessed Utopia, but this is no Utopia. This is hell on Earth. Utopia's mission: kill the fated and the people we're helping, and then repopulate the world with uninfected humans. Every year they expel males to keep their population down and their people in check. These hollow men are tasked to destroy us in order to be allowed home. What's more, Utopia has the Pearl Laboratory under armed guard for 30 years. Oh, has had.
Yeah.
It's like 30-year cycles? What? Utopia has been holding the cure from the world, and we're just waiting for us to die. What a bunch of twats.
Yep.
Open the following door if you've not done so already.
All right. Give me doors. Yep.
Pick it up.
All right.
61. You've connected a new city, Utopia. Add the player cards for Utopia.
61 is already up.
Added. That was Lake Bialy.
Oh. Alright. So add the player card for Utopia to the discard pile. Add all 8 infection cards for Utopia to the infection discard pile.
Are you sure it was 61?
61.
Okay.
8 infection cards?
1,
there it
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Utopia cannot be improved.
What?
Damn.
Add the riot control unrationed event to the player discard pile.
Okay.
Riot control. Move up to 4 Utopia infection cards from the infection discard pile to the game end area.
Okay.
Useful. Destroy
Nice.
this card after use. And then put the 4 Hollow Men gather cards into the infection discard pile.
I think that this game is going to be very, very different at the beginning of December. I'm pretty sure that, like, yeah.
Okay, open 22 the first time you move to Lake Baikal. Do we put this sticker? It doesn't actually say to put the sticker on the board. Oh, no, it does.
No.
Add the sticker to the board near 40 north and 100 east.
Cool. So, yeah, you go ahead and connect that.
It can't be right.
No, you're. Oh god. Right. Yeah. You have to connect the line. Sticker problems. Alright, cool. We have that connected, and then it did say that we connected, like...
We connected Utopia. We haven't connected Lake Baikal.
Right.
We have to move through Utopia.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's going to be fun.
It's going to be monstrous.
Yeah, a little bit.
And
Alright.
destroy it.
But we do still end the game, though.
Yes.
Because that was the only
That was
objective,
the only
and we
thing.
completed it.
We completed
Thank you very much for that catch again.
Yes.
I'm sure we would have gotten it eventually, but still good to know.
Yes, for
okay,
sure.
so that's 61. Where's the thing? All right. Let's go away. Check the legacy deck. We're not paused. We're stopped. Resolve cards in the gaming area, so we can put those in the thing.
Cool.
Also, it's now theoretically impossible for us to
Yeah.
That's true. That's
scratch
very
out
true.
enough.
Okay, so population. Sorry, forgot to adjust.
So, how many cities do we have?
42.
Ooh!
Riyadh is the 43.
Wait, did you count Utopia?
I did not count Utopia. 43.
Yes! We get 9 points instead of 8. Ha! That's awesome. Alright, cool. So, this means that we get 9 points to spend on shit.
What's today? The 5th?
Today is the 8th.
Not even close.
Yep, a little bit far away on that.
Okay. Me thinking for game end purposes,
Mm-hmm.
we should spend 2 of those on keeping San Francisco and Bangkok at 2.
Oh,
or
for
at
sure.
1.
So I think we absolutely should keep this shelter permanent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did it go? So that's happening.
Yes. Permanent shelter in Shanghai is a definite.
No.
Yeah, there it is.
These are actions. That's a different thing. These are scars. Cool. Okay, so that's all those.
Alrighty.
Okay. So let's see. What have we got that's going down? So we've got 0 population.
Which we don't want.
1, 1,
Mm-hmm.
1.
Although, technically, they're going down to 0 population anyways.
Hmm?
They technically go down to 0 population before we can bring them back up,
Shit,
which
that's
means they
correct.
each require 2. So that would be 4 total points
That
if
is
we want to save
correct.
those.
You are right.
One of you has the
Due process expertise.
We don't.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, do we want to go ahead and put those stickers on?
For what, zeros?
Yeah.
No, I think that we're gonna. So.
I would argue that we save at least 1 because I think
Well, let's see what other things we're gonna spend points on. We're gonna spend points on Shanghai. That's
Which
2
is
points.
2 points.
So we have 9. So that means we have 7 left.
Yep.
We should probably. I still think it would be worth it to get them back from 0.
Certainly Bangkok. San
Mhm.
Francisco, I'm less convinced.
Yeah, I mean, Bangkok is even less connected than San Francisco, but
Right, but it also could be connected to Ho Chi Minh City.
yeah.
would it be worth it to pop a rebirth on one of the fuck ton of Utopias?
It
That
can't be
or
improved.
cannot be.
Cannot be improved. So yeah, what other
Otherwise, yes, it would.
what other improvements do we have?
Okay. 1 each Broken Link, Lockdown, Rebirth. 1 each.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have any new supply
We don't-
centers
yeah.
or
None of that
things,
matters.
so none of that matters. Character abilities.
Oh, I thought
Soldier.
it meant the city can't be improved in Utopia. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Soldier. Discard a city card matching the color of the city you are leaving to prevent exposure from Hollow-Man figures in that city.
Yeah.
Very specific. Decently expensive. Scout. You may do the recon action in a city that does not contain a supply center. Conceivably useful if we want to recon this,
Yeah.
but unless we think we're going to get that.
I mean, I'm thinking game end points as well. It's useful. How much is it? 1 or 2?
2. Outrider, you may do the recon action with 1 fewer card. I don't think we need that anymore, although that would have been great for the plan.
Mm-hmm.
And then 3 abilities here. Misinformation Specialist. As an action, move a Hollow Men figure from your city to an adjacent city containing 2 or fewer Hollow Men figures. Saboteur. As an action, discard a city card to remove a Hollow Men figure from a city matching the color of the card. That's pretty good. Rehab Nurse. As an action, discard 2 player cards to take 1 city card of your choice from package 6 and add it to your hand. I think Saboteur and Misinformation Specialist are going to be good because I'm assuming that one of the changes that we're going to get in here is a change for setup that's going to say, add a fuck ton of Hollow Men to Utopia. Yeah. Even though technically by the description, I think the Hollow Men are by definition people who have been expelled from Utopia.
Yes, they are. So, I mean, the one that out of that Misinformation Specialist is the one that speaks to me the most.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if we do the, so if we use, that one's worth what, 2?
2.
So that's 4 points so far out of 9.
Yeah.
Because 2 for that, 2 for the Misinformation Specialist. Do we want to use the other 5 for population?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And
No, I was thinking
go to 0. Or what are our options? So these are fun.
Yeah.
These
guys.
These come off.
Yeah.
I do think there will be, and this is me chancing on game and score. I think there will be a thing that's add X amount of points if no city is at 0 population.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
So honestly, I would want to spend all 4 of them for that, and then
So we'll spend the 4,
and then maybe put Washington up 1.
Excuse me.
Or
because let's think about
Joburg.
If we happen to win, on the next game,
right?
Yeah.
All right. I think our 5th should be Joburg.
Joburg. Yeah.
Cool.
I agree.
All right. So that doesn't happen.
That doesn't.
Okay. That doesn't change. So we need 1, 2, 3 1s and a 2.
And we need a few plague stickers.
Yes, because they do technically get infested.
Or So that's a 1
for New Mumbai.
It's New Mumbai, and then Tripoli gets a 2.
New Mumbai, which I don't believe has any more infection cards left.
I don't know, but let's see.
Because I destroyed at least 1 this game.
Alright, so let us take stock of some things.
Yep, it looks like it's fine. Duval. City ones in there, please.
Oh, and we need a 5 for Kolkata.
Kolkata's going up. It's growing.
Going up on Tuesday.
We mix all the Hollow Men in, right? Even the ones we just drew.
Yeah. Okay. Well, they don't get mixed into the deck. They all get put.
Oh
they start
yeah. I just meant separating them.
Yeah, they should all be in a separate pile.
Okay, so who, looking at characters, who wants Misinformation Specialist?
I feel like that would be the most useful for me because I'm going to be staying out. Well, I think that there is probably going to be something with Utopia, but I think I'm going to be the one trying to keep all this safe.
I think that makes sense to me.
And I think that makes it so that probably my ability is going to be the most useful for that. It was either me or him, or her technically, because she's going to be going through the places that have the cards that come out.
Yep, I agree.
So I don't know which one is more useful.
I think that was a reasonable argument because it is most useful for out here.
It does take one of my actions though.
Right.
And we have no idea what the heck's going on next turn anyway.
That's true. I go either way.
What do you think?
I lean a little towards you, I think.
I think it makes me safer.
Because
that means I can
do you have to discard a card?
No, it's just as an action.
It's definitely safer for you. It's definitely safer for you. Also, I'm thinking the second I get a red card, I'm popping down a shelter in Utopia.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, no, that's true. All right, cool. So I'll take misinformation specialist.
Do it.
Because if I can base myself out of Utopia.
Yeah, just like destroy all the.
Also, you, I don't know how, Greg, but I would love it if you could go as far east as possible.
We also don't know
There.
what we're going to be doing, and
That's
who we're
true.
going to be using next turn.
I mean, I'm pretty certain we're going to be connecting like Bialystok.
Like yelling up.
Yeah, I mean,
So
we're almost
Bialystok is
certainly,
actually a city that I have family who lives in.
Really?
In Poland, yeah.
almost certainly the objective is going to be connect Lake Baikal and get to Pearl.
I was referring to
I know.
the character from the producers, Max Bialystok.
Actually, something that I do know about pop culture.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, I
Isn't
figured
the
because-
producers Mel Brooks? Yeah.
Because it's Mel Brooks.
Yeah,
God, such a good movie.
for sure.
All
I predict that I will be playing. What's his face this time? Mateo.
I thought you would be playing Caleb.
I
It
mean,
depends. Well, we get to choose after we know.
get to choose
what-
after we know.
So that's what matters.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, unfortunately, this is the boring part where we discuss like strategy and that kind of stuff. But I think we're about to
We're
start
almost done, yeah.
talking about December.
That's right, officer. The name is Bialystok.
All right,
All right.
that happened, I guess.
Yep. All right. So, Greg, our reading. What do we got? Starting December.
Very excited. I'm
We
so
could
excited.
finish this game
We
tonight.
really-
Also, I say we could.
Yeah, I'm saying that it's not going to be worth it to like wait another
Yeah.
2 weeks.
This is
It-
it.
'cause it's gonna
Everything
be
after
two
this is the end of the game.
Oh shit.
Boy, that's a
All
lot of
right.
stuff.
All
There's
right.
a red card at the bottom. I saw that.
No, the red card is just
Oh.
the one.
Warning.
that
Oh. I saw the warning.
says- It's all a warning that I was supposed to see. Oh no.
All right, here we go. We're going in
All right.
order. It's gonna be exciting. This is a journey you're going on it with us.
Yep.
If you have not completed the plan, scratch the box below.
We have completed the plan.
Keep that safe. Don't destroy it. I want to see what that scratch off is.
Yeah.
Journal entry. Our supplies are almost gone. We've come so close. We've reconnected the world. Now we hope to cure it. We must reach Lake Baikal, find the Pearl Lab, get whatever cure they've created, and bring it to Johannesburg. It's a good thing we didn't let Johannesburg lose any population. We won't have this opportunity again. If we don't do it this month, all is lost. All right, so that's current. And then from the archives, December year 70.
Yeah.
So it's
So
December of the year.
This is final note before the exodus to Utopia. This is the last thing they wrote before they left, the former leaders of the Havens. The Havens failed. The labs did not do their jobs. We did not do ours. We had such hopes that the Fated could hold this world together. But the Havens end not with a bang, but with a whimper.
I fucking knew it.
I feel pity for those we leave behind on the Havens. They will be lost without us, but the fate of the world lies in our hands.
We were not lost without you,
To
bastards.
Utopia we march. To salvation. Well, this is interesting, though, because this seems to imply that they were actually looking to cure the world.
Altruism.
No. Well,
Yeah, the world, they will be lost without us, but the fate of the world lies in our hands. In our hands, not theirs.
Well,
I think they were actually trying
know.
to get in to help with the cure.
based
Well,
on
no.
based on the other ones.
Think about it.
I think it's
That
just one
is-
of those things
yeah.
that's like it's a
Exact-
progressive revelation.
For
That is exactly where we are now. We're
Yeah.
leaving the Havens for the last time, trying to get into Utopia to do salvation.
Yeah.
True enough.
That's what they're setting up for.
Nice.
Also, that illusion there, for those of you who don't know poetry expertise, which I just discovered this literally today, in a completely irrelevant way. But the way what happened is, I just discovered that there's a poem by T.S. Eliot entitled The Hollow Men. It's about sort of purgatory and souls being lost between heaven and hell, not exactly knowing what to do. And I shared it with these guys because I was like, oh, Hollow Men, that might be an illusion. And the poem ends with,
Not with a bang.
this is how the world ends, this is how the world ends, this is how the world ends, not with a bang, but with a whimper. Which is a Cards Against Humanity card, which I'm sad to say is how I first learned of that thing. Yeah, so it's an entirely T.S. Eliot based thing, and we caught on to that just before it ended.
Yep, pretty much.
All right. Mandatory objective. This is the only objective for December.
All right.
Deliver the sample. This objective is completed when a player carrying the sample is in Johannesburg and Johannesburg has a supply center.
All right. So we got 2 goals.
Also, I am realizing now that it is an extremely good idea to take Caleb
Yes.
because we'll need to get Lake Baikal out of the discard pile and presumably search it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean,
I'm playing Caleb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, playing Mateo would be nice because that's a lot of cubes in the supply.
Yeah.
Or
So-
in the reserve, rather.
Well, that's what I'm for.
Right.
Basically, here's what I'm thinking.
What do you think?
What I'm thinking is this should all happen on one turn. Is you start, I don't know, in Shanghai or something. Or Utopia. Go to Lake Cal. You have the Bialystok. And then Banff someone waiting in Johannesburg.
Yeah, you should be the one who does it, probably.
I think you'll have to start in Utopia, though, to technically do all that. Unless we chart the lane first. Which,
We'll have to see exactly, because there's going to be a lot of stuff going on.
here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
Should we do Oppenheimer? The destroying cards is useful. The navigator is now useless.
Yeah.
Who else would we have?
Mateo?
Teo Lopez. I mean...
In that case, I'm totally taking back Eric. Sorry, but
Fair.
Garrick.
Yeah, I mean, Mateo would be good to help shore stuff up.
Yeah.
'Cause
We...
the thing is that destroying cards is still useful,
Yeah.
especially like with that many utopias in there.
True.
It could be very useful for me to just
You just post up and be like,
just run into Utopia, destroy, run out. Run into the Utopia, destroy, run out.
Well,
Also, we're gonna need to, assuming at least, we're gonna need to just use 1 red card to build a shelter in Utopia.
why?
I'm assuming it's gonna outbreak with as much as we have. Not outbreak, but
Holloman.
either Holloman or Infection Cube.
Well, I started with a Tokyo card, so.
Technically, we're not supposed to look at those until after we
Sorry.
have put everything down. Isn't
Oh,
that
right.
No, I shouldn't have looked at mine either, but I have a red card.
I mean, what's Japan? I've never heard of that.
Isn't that what we were using for Jacksonville?
Yeah.
Right. So, that being the case...
You know, think about it. It was very appropriate that Paris has the Duval on it because there's some Jacksonville trivia for y'all. Jacksonville's sister city is actually in France. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I do remember now that it was out of France.
Huh.
That's something I'm going to Wikipedia real quick.
There we go. The more you know about goddamn Jacksonville.
This is great. This is
The death stack with the value of 1 on top.
Okay, literally, I typed in Jacksonville. Go to Google search. The first result: golf carts could soon be legal on Jacksonville roads.
Nice.
Of course.
Can't drive a golf cart. Too easy to be attacked by an alligator.
We also, speaking of, the second story for Jacksonville
Gotta be an alligator.
is Gator fatally attacked Florida woman is captured.
Always.
Alright.
Good lord.
Thanks, cards.
I love my city.
Nice things. Alrighty. So,
Alright, so these are the 4 big ones. I'll take these. You guys want to take the small ones?
alright. Finally, golf carts.
Oh man.
Alright, got that. Alrighty. Let's shuffle these up.
It's gonna be pretty fucking crazy.
Oh, this is gonna be nuts.
So, okay,
NVTS
here's the thing,
nuts.
actually.
Yeah.
Even independently of having seen sort of the cards that I have already, I think we should actually retool our entire supply strategy. I think we should put extra cubes on the places, the places that we're concerned about. So, Shanghai, Joburg, other like corridors, and even to the point of having some stuff at 0.
Yeah, I think that's
Because
fair.
some stuff is going to have to be at 0 because we have 43 cities on the grid
Yep.
and only 30 cubes.
Places where there are 2. Because we can suffer a population loss there and not have to worry about it.
And not go to
Ideally,
zero.
isolate places, St. Petersburg.
Yeah, St. Petersburg would be a good one, probably. Well, we don't need any more on New Mumbai.
Yeah.
Because New Mumbai is now at 0,
Question.
even though the one's upside down.
Should we pop some onto the corridor?
I mean, we should absolutely have some at least through, yes, the corridor.
Yeah.
The island hopping, as it
These
were.
are my 3.
Oh, those are your thing.
Um,
We're playing the first game in December at 0 funding, and have in fact been at 0 funding for the past 3 games.
Yes.
If we win, we will have gone on a 4-win, 0 funding streak.
Yep.
I believe.
Mexico City. Yeah.
No, it'll be a 3-win, 0 funding streak.
Mm-hmm.
Still,
That's pretty
fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
There should be a bonus if you had
At this
0
stage
funding.
in the game,
All right.
I think there is, isn't there?
I don't know.
At least based on the scoring from the first game.
All right. That.
2-1 Lagos.
2-1 Lagos. Probably this. Definitely this.
At least 1 on Hong Kong and Jakarta.
Joburg.
Just
I
because we're
would go
going to
2
have
on
to get there.
Joburg.
Yeah.
We're going to have to get there.
Okay. That. And then. Let's see.
Honestly, the rest of it I don't even care about.
I know you don't, but it's my job.
No, I just mean in terms
I
of
know. I know what
it
you
doesn't
mean,
matter
but
where
I'm just
they
saying.
go.
I think I destroyed Dar el Salaam, but at least 1 on there because that's an exit route for me and for whoever's coming in if you need it.
Kinshasa for the same reason.
Yep. And Khartoum could be the same reason as well.
Yeah. I would say we only need to really protect one of those, though. Because
True. That's a good
Enterprise
point.
is not going to be a problem.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Lagos will probably not be a problem. Cairo might be a problem.
Yeah. All right. Let's see.
Isn't there? I thought we had a 5th starting supply center.
We have a bunker there and a bunker there. Okay. Probably at least 1 on Utopia. Probably at least 2 on Utopia.
Should we do 3 on Utopia?
There's 8 of those.
Yeah.
I know, but
Theoretically, we could.
We can also just build a bunker and be done with it.
exactly.
Well, I'm talking about just infection draws.
Yeah. Well, even
That's
those.
true.
Yeah.
Infection draws are going to be a problem regardless. Never mind.
Yeah.
I say I'm gonna put 1 on.
Yeah, 1 on Cairo, 1 on
Cairo.
Denver. Just,
Yeah.
to catch the hubs.
Yep.
1 on New York since it's got a
Yeah.
satellite.
I like that.
Other sort of corridors, maybe Frankfurt or Paris.
Frankfurt, I want in there. Paris. I don't even know if we have a Paris left.
I don't know.
If we do, it's only 1.
Sao Paulo?
Sao Paulo,
Some of
yeah.
my connections.
Especially if someone plays.
Mateo. I don't
Mateo.
think we are, but
Well, we might be
we might.
because I don't know
Yeah.
how much.
It's a point well taken.
Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Yep.
Washington.
Fucking Washington.
I almost want to just hit all of the original cities because they had 3,
Yeah.
and maybe they don't anymore, but just sort of
Makes
like,
sense. I think that's all of them because London doesn't matter.
Mhm.
San Francisco, maybe.
Yeah.
It's been an issue.
Yeah. I mean, that's sort of gambler's
near
fallacy,
Lima.
but
I would argue.
I think San Fran still has 2, so.
it does, and so does Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
I would argue should still keep Oppenheimer
Okay.
because the possibility this becomes a 2 month game or a 2-time game.
Yeah.
It would be effective if I could destroy a few cards.
Agreed.
Do we want to put any in the other red areas?
I mean,
They all have 1 chance of drawing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's relatively low.
And at this point, if we lose, we don't really have that much other points to spend on.
So
What if we? So okay, now here's a thought. This is pretty radical, but here's a thought.
Yeah.
Let me look at the rules.
No, I think you have to place them all. If that's your thought.
Yeah. So yes, you do have to place them all. You can't keep any in supply. But does that mean we want to just put extra in, for example, Shanghai, and pick them up and just run with them?
We should have extra in Shanghai or Utopia because we need to chart that land route.
I mean, yes. But if we're gonna pick them up and do anything with them, yeah, I guess maybe adding like 1 more.
Just because I'm remembering last game when we had like half the cities with a single cube that we never touched.
Yeah, I know. The problem is that we don't know which half we're never going to touch.
Right,
which is the issue.
Right.
So
I would say pop 2 extra onto Utopia. They either get burned in the beginning when we're drawing a whole bunch of cards, or they get burned when we pick it up and use it to draw a land route.
That's a good point. If we get extraordinarily unlucky with Utopia, we could lose right now.
No, we can't.
Yeah, we can. Because it's going to ricochet.
Yeah, right. Well, even then.
Technically, yeah.
Technically,
because we're not
there's
drawing
no,
nine,
there's
only
no,
6.
yeah, exactly. There's no single way of us losing.
But
But
you take my point.
yes, I do.
At least 2 extra. I think that's
That's it. I don't want to put any more.
I'm fine with that much.
That's fine. Okay, so then we have 2 cubes left. Do we want to just like, I don't even know, Tehran and
do we want to put some onto Vigneto just so that you start with them?
No, because there are going to be ones taken off.
Right. Okay.
So I'll be able to do stuff.
I was just thinking the same.
I'm thinking
you're
this and then maybe this or here or here. I don't know.
I would rather do Khartoum, if anything.
So that.
Do we want to do Tehran or Delhi?
Tehran, I think.
Just because Delhi would go down.
Yeah, fucking. Let's do Delhi because Tehran's at 2.
Cool. Okay, so that's supply the grid. Now we infect the grid.
Well, we have 3 reds between us.
Alright.
I have an Osaka with a search.
We got foundations on both Tripoli and
Foundations
Ho Chi
on
Minh.
Lagos.
Okay.
Wow!
Not a bad draw.
Good start.
Okay.
Alright,
6
so
cards.
6 cards.
1, Cairo with Rebirth.
Yes!
2,
Washington. Alright.
3, Chicago.
Yep.
4, Lima.
Did we shuffle?
Yeah. I literally pile shuffled and then shuffled the piles.
Tokyo.
Tokyo,
Okay.
which we already searched there. So.
How many is that?
That's 5. Sorry.
Cairo, that's 4.
4. Okay, 2 more.
Jakarta,
Okay.
Cool.
Bogota.
Oof.
Yep.
First time that's come up, I think.
Yep.
Okay, and now 3 for Hollow Man.
3 Holloman. Istanbul,
Mm-hmm.
Yoink.
Washington.
Brr.
2
Yoink.
Washingtons in the deck.
Yep,
Yep.
that'll be a problem spot.
That's going to be fun.
St. Petersburg.
St. Petersburg.
Well, I don't feel bad about having not put any cubes in St. Petersburg then, since it didn't matter.
Now it's going to matter.
No, yeah, I mean, it's going to matter going forward.
So we're good with Oppenheimer.
So,
Garrick
we
and
stretched
Triss.
too thin, we prepared the player cards, we add epidemics to the deck. So, yeah, selecting characters. I mean...
I definitely think Caleb
Careful
and
with
Triss.
Thank you.
Mhm.
I think
Oppenheimer, I think, still is useful.
At least for the first game, maybe
Yeah.
rotate her out for the second.
yeah, Oppenheimer for getting into. Well, I can. On my turn, I can get Jakarta.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right, so let's do it.
If one of you, so how much is it for the what's it called, the satellite tower? 2 supply
Unless,
ships.
do we want to bring in Mateo because he's the one who can do cheaper overland routes?
What was it? Keeper Overland?
Cheaper overland routes
Okay.
you can do it.
He does it
One?
for 1 instead of 2. I mean,
I don't know that.
that's not that big a deal, but like, I don't
I think Oppenheimer has more versatile use.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do it then.
And there isn't a chance because I know I'm going to be doing Jakarta, but there was the idea that I could get rid of, or there was a possibility I could get rid of none, or I could do a lot more.
Yeah.
Mateo is limited to one.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Well, technically two if we connect.
Okay, so Chwazi.
Chwazi.
Here we go.
Oh boy.
Game 1, December. Kick
Alright.
ass.
Yep. What you gonna do? You should start on your way to Shanghai. Yep.
I think I'm gonna actually. Should I produce before I leave Montgomery?
Either produce Montgomery or Kolkata.
Or should I take the cubes from Kolkata?
You should take the cues from Kolkata because you should not produce because I need those.
And picking up is free, so I can make it all the way to Shanghai.
Yep.
Cool. That's my turn.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Nothing else?
Mm-hmm.
Los Angeles.
Alright.
2 searches. St. Petersburg with
3
maybe
search.
the siege.
The siege.
The siege. For free.
Okay.
And infect 2, please.
Alright. Moscow. This is the bad part. And Chicago.
Yes. That's our second Chicago, and we have 2 Washingtons.
Yeah,
so
2 Chicagos and
go
2
to
Washingtons.
blue!
Yes, so that is my plan.
Could we theoretically end this on your turn?
Depends on what
We
this
can
is.
theoretically end this on your... Oh, you mean... no, because we need to have a supply center here.
Right.
So we need to accumulate blues.
Yeah.
But at the very least, like, on my turn, I can get to Lake Baikal.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully.
We don't
depending on what Open 22 is.
Yeah, exactly. We don't know what happens after that. So, hey, how's it going?
Hey, Perrin! Great, welcome. Great to see you. Thanks for tuning in. He's one of the guys from the Belly Button. Bottom
nice.
Belly Button. Yeah.
Welcome to the stream.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah, thank you.
Jacob was all like, I know that name, and I was all like, I don't.
Yeah, you were there at least once when they came raided us at one point.
Gotcha.
All right. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna go to
fuck shit up.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck shit up. But how am I gonna fuck shit up? That's the question. Alright, I'm gonna produce while I'm in Vigneto.
Your apartment is going to be covered in glitter forever.
Yes, I mean that's just how this works. So free. That's 1, 3, 2, 3.
Of course, we have blue as our worst one right now.
Yep.
Of course, that's the case.
Mm-hmm. All right.
It also set out that we prioritize building a supply center on blue.
Yeah. I mean, I think, so we have 2 priorities. Getting to Lake Baikal and figuring out whatever is in package 22.
Mm-hmm.
Building a supply center in Joburg. I think the Johannesburg one is the more likely to obviously be, like, permanent, you know, in the event that we lose this game.
Oh, we absolutely make that permanent.
Yeah, I would absolutely want to have that happen, but in either case.
That's 1, 2, 3, free. 4.
Yes.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
It sucks, but I'll.
So are we about to take our first scar?
It might be.
Yeah.
Well,
in
there's
the
Chicago. That can
second-
save me.
Yeah, that's true.
Second to last game.
Jacksonville, and with the local operatives, so I can use this
Counts
to
as red?
it counts as red
Cool.
for building.
Where were you last game?
No. All right. Well, that's what I got. Lagos well stocked.
So that's 2 cards in there that are now
Duval.
You guys.
All right. Well, that's what we got. So, you
Okay.
sir.
Destroy it!
I can destroy Jakarta if I spend my entire turn getting there.
Do we care?
I mean, theoretically, it's one that can draw a green cube.
Right, but all I mean is that so the corridor is less important now that I'm here already, because now I can just bamf.
The problem is this.
True.
Problem is also
True,
I
true,
can't
true.
do much else on this turn. My produce supplies is useless, and I have Osaka and Cairo.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
My investigator ability is useless right now.
Yeah, getting to Jakarta, might be the best choice.
That could be the best choice.
I mean, is there anywhere else that has also taken, like, is in there that you could get to?
Most places probably. I would have to end in Chicago, but I could get rid of Chicago. Basically anything that's one away from a supply center.
So Chicago,
so not Washington.
Jakarta, Istanbul, Lima, San Francisco. No, wait, San Francisco didn't get pulled.
Is
Honestly,
it worth it?
either of them could be good. Can you even? Oh, you're talking about going to Lagos?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter. It's the same equidistant between those two.
No, it has to be a satellite tower.
I know, but I'm saying that either way, he's going to either.
Inoculate's a free action.
Inoculate is a free action.
Yeah, then I should definitely go through Lagos. Inoculate that, so on the epidemic.
Yes, for
figure
sure.
that.
Yes,
100%.
yes.
Yep.
Okay.
So
different reasons for that.
So yeah, Perrin, this is a Pandemic Legacy. So one of the cool things, you go ahead and do your turn.
To inoculate Lagos.
It's very interesting. Pandemic Legacy is pretty much Pandemic story mode, and this is the
Also
season
means
2 of it.
Holland.
So whereas the normal one is you're curing disease and that kind of stuff, here we have these gray cubes, which are supply cubes, which we're trying to keep the world supplied because there's a lot of like problems with that, and and we're also trying to these green cubes
Destroy
here
Jakarta.
are all plague cubes.
Yep.
And plague cubes are the bane of our existence, pretty much, and they're pretty much just trying to, or whenever you do that, you. Oh, there goes your card.
Yeah, we destroyed cards.
Yeah, we destroy cards. That's the other thing. This is a game that has a lot of permanent changes. So everything there's stickers, there's card destruction, there's a lot of really cool stuff that's going on.
Use Lagos though. Save that.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Betrayal Legacy. I can't wait. I can't wait for that. That's gonna be fun.
Betrayal on the House on the Hill. Legacy?
Betrayal on the House of the fucking A. Well, but you did Lagos, right?
Yep.
Cool.
Denver
So
with
that's
a
fine.
person on it.
So
Establish supply lines with
So yeah,
one
pretty
people.
much this map. We started with just like
Mateo.
like London visible, Montgomery, Providence,
Yeah, basically
Tripoli,
like the Atlantic.
Istanbul. Yeah, none of the inland stuff was visible. Pretty much nothing inland was visible. Only connected to these 3 by sea routes, and have been connecting them ever since.
So many in here.
So many, yeah.
But the good news is there's 4 more Hollow Men's, right?
Yeah, there's 12
Which is
total Hollow Men
Good
cards.
for getting us
Yeah.
to survive.
Yes.
Yeah, the characters for Betrayal Legacy are family lines.
I haven't actually. Oh.
So it's just like what it is like every. So it is actually really interesting because every generation is when the games take part. So it's just
Okay,
like every
that's
generation
clever.
you come back like as the next reincarnation
That's
of
really
it.
clever.
And it's like it's not like you, and all of it is just you pretty much looking for money and that kind of stuff at the house or like for that. So you're definitely not altruistic at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can play as a teen in one game and then that character. Yeah, exactly.
Lagos has
Teen
been
and an
drawn.
adult. It's fun.
Hollow Men gather
Can't wait.
in well-stocked Lagos.
Do they actually gather?
Do not remove any supply cubes, is what it says.
Yep.
Yeah. Well.
And Hollow Men gather.
Yeah, exactly.
In Hollow Men gather.
Yes.
In Hollow Men gather.
Nice.
In
Hollow
Hollow Men
Men
gather.
Nice.
In Hollow Men gather.
I love it.
In Hollow Men gather.
What?
In Hollow Men gather.
That's 7.
In Hollow Men gather. In Hollow Men gather. I shuffled Cairo with Rebirth.
Again with this shit. But I mean, then again, like, easily half of that stack was
No, for sure.
Hollow Men gather. So like, it's improbable, but not impossible.
I mean, I was shuffling. You saw me
I saw
shuffle.
it. You were shuffling.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's really cool.
Obviously not very
in
well.
Betrayal Legacy, the like haunts that you can get are based on the time period. So like as he was saying, the 1880s is like Frankenstein and that kind of stuff from like Mary Shelley and all that. And then
Alright.
you go into like the 50s where they had like all the camp 80s movie or alien movies, and that's what that all happens and that kind of stuff.
I dig it. I dig it.
Yeah, it's gonna be so good. And then you come out of the game with a custom betrayal game that's custom to you,
And you can keep
and you
playing
can
it?
keep playing.
Okay, yes. I like all of the sound of it.
It's going to be amazing.
All right.
All right.
Erg,
So
your turn.
It's me.
Yeah.
So, I mean, meh,
Yeah.
and then...
Open 22.
meh. Well,
You
technically
first.
not yet. It's when I
Oh.
move, not when I connect.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Straight edge.
Straight edge. Where is it? Fuck, I put my straight edge.
I mean, it's not a huge deal. I can use a different
It's
one.
probably going to be an action to get the cure.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah, I don't know where I put it. Because, of course, stuff goes missing.
I mean, we could just use a card,
I
right?
got it.
It's not that intense.
Because it's a short one, so it should be fine.
Yeah, no, Betrayal Legacy sounds pretty epic.
Yeah, that like I was reading a little bit about it, and it seems awesome.
You know, I'm
So-
a fan of all these legacy games.
Yeah,
I gotta say.
they're pretty great. I mean,
Okay. So that was one
so-
action to move.
for those of you who don't know, we've been playing. The three of us actually played Pandemic Legacy Season 1.
Should I pick these up?
All in one stream. We haven't gotten
They
Utopia.
clearly don't
yeah.
matter.
Yeah.
Well, there's going to be Utopia at the bottom of the pile.
Ooh, we haven't actually gotten to play Betrayal at Baldur's
Package
Gate.
22.
Um,
Or door 22.
all right.
Rather.
Door 22. Shit, where did I put 23. Oh, there's 23. Yep.
There's still a bunch of unopened doors.
Yeah.
What do we
Well,
got?
one of them is Australia.
Field reports.
Oh boy.
We found Pearl Lab in Lake Baikal. Scientists are here, isolated by Utopia. They have samples of a cure. We need to get it to Jade. Utopia patrols are everywhere. We will have to move cautiously. It's too dangerous to carry it in the open. We need to inject a massive dose of the sample into ourselves, carry it in our bodies. A dose that large will certainly kill the carrier. We have exactly 4 doses. Once they're gone, they're gone. Open Q.
Caleb! Caleb!
This is gonna be the second one of your characters to
Garrick!
sacrifice.
Garrick!
Huh,
So, open
okay.
queue.
Well,
Dr. Bashir! We need you, Dr. Bashir!
Let me see this. Q38.
We need you, Dr. Bashir.
Here, you can read this.
Self-infect. Oh god. While in Pearl Lab, scratch off exposures until you reveal a scar or death. If you reveal a scar, add the carrier scar to your character card. You are now carrying 1,000 times the safe dose of the sample in your body. Warning. This scar has dangerous side effects. Be sure to read it. The carrier scar covers 2 slots on your character card. Do not cover another scar if possible.
if
Okay.
possible. So that does mean that we
Yeah.
can take a scar.
Yeah.
I mean, we can take it even if we're full. Your pawn may only be moved by doing the drive fairy action. So the BAMF that we were going to do, not an option.
Doesn't happen.
Oh.
To enter a city, you must discard a card matching its color.
What?
At the end of the game, win or lose, destroy this character.
What? But I will say, wait. Okay, so wait. At the end of the game, not the total game.
no,
at the end of that game.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think we should save it for next game. I honestly think so.
Well, let's think
I
about
mean-
this. Let's think.
At this point, the more difficult part is going to be getting the supply center. So if we think we can manage that. Also, we're going to need a huge network of...
Yeah.
Hopefully.
We're going to need a network of radio towers.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, we are.
I think we should prioritize building the infrastructure for it.
So
But we're trying to win this game.
My question is, yeah, we can connect Shanghai to Kolkata. I think no, we can't. Never mind. We can't connect any of those.
Yeah.
But we can connect Shanghai. No, we can't connect it to anything
No.
useful.
Not really.
So it would be. So we would need two reds.
Yep.
And then black,
No,
Why
we
do
need
we need
one,
more?
2, 3, 4 reds.
4 reds. 1, 2, 2 blacks, 1 yellow, 1 blue.
Yeah.
So that's not that's not horrible.
Right.
It
It's
would
just
just-
reds.
It's just the reds, which I mean we have a decent number of already.
Okay.
But we also have no satellite tower in red.
Yeah.
Vix is starting to look pretty good.
Yeah.
We should prioritize a satellite tower. In red.
Our board apparently looks like Texas with a horse head, according to Perrin's son.
Oh, all right.
I mean, I guess I could see it a bit.
If you split.
So we need to build. So I say this turn, instead of trying with the cure, because I don't think we're going to be able to pull that off.
Right.
Try to get a supply center up in Joburg.
Mm-hmm.
A radio tower in red.
Mm-hmm.
And then stretch goal a supply center in Shanghai. Or Utopia.
So we can bamf there instantly.
So we can bamf there and begin the game. Or begin the moving the person with the cure at the beginning of next game.
Yeah, I like it.
Because I don't think, especially like we're over halfway towards a loss,
Yeah.
and we're probably going to be drawing more on the next 2 turns.
And here's one thing that I'm going to say, which is it's going to be a self-sacrifice, but I think Triss should take it.
Okay,
She has 5 movement per turn.
she does, and
Yeah,
it's drive.
that's
It's a
true.
free
It is
drive.
It is
area.
a free drive area.
Also, very fortunately,
It would be
'cause-
misinformation specialist that
Yeah.
gets covered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. We've got our shit cut out for us. So.
on my turn, I'm gonna try and just destroy and do whatever use I can. Is
Alright.
there any way we can make it easier to get Jakarta to Shanghai?
No.
Not really.
No, there's no easier way. It's 2 no matter what we do,
Yeah.
and we currently have it on 2, so it's literally like there's nothing better. All right, yeah. Thanks, Perrin, for stopping in. We really appreciate the you coming by. Yeah, and have a good night.
I just don't see a way of us.
Yeah, I mean, I think focusing on the infrastructure is going to be the way to go.
Because 4 reds is still a tall task, because we still have the fewest amount of red cards.
Yep.
I mean, we have 3 of the 4 already, which is one thing, but.
Okay, so hang on. That was 1.
Mm-hmm.
Was I already?
Yeah, you got up to Shanghai. Or you got up to Hong Kong.
I got up to Shanghai.
You got up to
Yeah.
Shanghai.
So 1,
1?
2,
2.
3. I can move back.
Yeah.
Or you could bamf to anywhere else.
I could bamf.
You
I
could-
can still bamf.
Yeah, you can still
I
ban.
have not self-inflicted. Where do we want the red satellite tower?
Jakarta.
Jakarta, just because it's quickest to get to.
Either
Bamf
that.
into Kolkata and then bamf
Well,
to Jakarta.
wait a minute. Where are we going to have a supply center that we're going to make permanent in red?
Right. This is the thing, and I think the answer is Shanghai.
Shanghai.
Why not Utopia?
Fair enough. Why not Lake Baikal? It has no city card. It can't be infected.
I mean, that's
Why
true.
not just Lake Baikal?
I mean, it's true.
The only thing is, how the fuck do we get there and get these to you?
Well, currently, I mean, I've got 3 in red.
And if I build a satellite tower this turn, then on my next turn I can transmit Tokyo to you.
Yes, but I don't know. Yeah. I'll have to get there. That's the problem.
Right.
Well, no, you could bamf me too.
I can bamf you do.
But we do need 5 first, so.
Yeah.
Uh,
I've got Osaka.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm gonna do it.
Do it.
Are we?
Yeah. Let's.
This is jank as fuck.
Well, but we also need to think, because we are very close to the end here. We need to min-max everything.
Right. So
I do think that Lake Baikal makes sense.
I think it makes the most sense.
Yeah.
I mean, like
I
it
think
gives us the best
most
starting
time
point.
to work with. It gives us the best starting point.
It means that we don't have to go in and then out. We just go out from there.
Perfect. 1-2 supply cubes gets me a satellite center in Lake Baikal.
Which
Yes.
we will make.
I love it. We don't have time. There's supply, like patrols everywhere. I'm gonna build a radio tower.
No, we commandeered their radio tower.
There
That's
you
what
go.
we did.
That's actually a better
Yeah.
idea.
Pirate radio.
A better idea.
We're broadcasting propaganda. The
Starring
the-
Oppenheimer and the Cardassian.
I love it. Freedom radio, that shit. Okay, great. And then, is there anything else I can do? I don't think there is.
Do you have any other actions left, even?
I don't.
Yeah, so there's nothing you can do.
Inoculate like by call. Oh wait. All right. So drawing cards.
Yep.
Produce supplies. Istanbul.
All right.
I have like a rainbow for days.
Yes, you do.
I have everything except a purple card.
Yeah, that you do. All right.
In fact, 2.
Washington. All right.
Yoop.
And Chicago.
Yoop. Good job getting there.
Oh shit! I'm
You
from
begin
Chicago.
your turn
You'll be
in
fine.
Chicago. You're going to take a scar. Which,
Possibly.
that
Well-
did answer a question here.
Yeah.
That did answer the point that they're not all scars.
I feel like we had to have known that.
What does this symbol
That being said, that is a scar.
Is that a scar? Well, shit.
Fuck.
Oh god. Well,
Well, the good news is you can cover
it's
up
a
the
second
scar.
to last. No, I can't. It's supposed you can't cover up the
You're
scar
not
if you
supposed
can
to.
cover up anything else. So I'm gonna have to cover up these two,
Yeah.
which is gonna suck.
So,
But
scars at the bottom of that.
I mean, she's gonna die at the end of that anyway. So
Scars here.
The good news is we have not chosen any scars yet.
yep.
So
So
you
you
have your
should
full
feel
run of. Oh shit! I forgot to infest.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we forgot to infest.
San Francisco and Bangkok.
Yes, Bangkok.
Absolutely not fastidious.
No. Let's see. I mean,
Xenophobia.
weak isn't bad.
Xenophobia is only reconning.
Yeah. Okay. I could do either xenophobia, or you can only hold a maximum of 3 supply cubes on your character card.
I mean, since we would probably want you to be doing other stuff while you travel.
I can't. Well, just so you know, once I when I get the thing,
Yeah.
I will lose farmer and courier.
Sure, but you can still just do
Yeah.
regular stuff.
I mean,
Like
yes.
you can join us plebs.
Yeah.
Xenophobia is literally no bad action. Disoriented is also no bad. Disoriented is extra cube every time you chart a ceiling.
Either way.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take disoriented.
Okay.
Cool.
Wait, can I read the rest of those
Yeah.
scars? Just out of curiosity.
All right.
So the scar for that one is you can only use Dry Fairy. The
Shit,
scar
when do
for
I die?
Carrier,
When I
you can when you cannot place another one, I believe.
okay.
I think, yeah. Let's see.
So that would suck if I just died right now.
Because we were talking about filling up a
Yeah.
character card with improvements.
Cards, infection,
Well.
damage.
That's my character.
Death.
She digs him too, a little bit. She'll probably be sacrificing herself for it, so we'll see.
If the box that was just scratched off has a skull, the character has died from the plague. Write down the location of the character's death on the sheet. The character cannot be played in any future game. You don't die from scars.
Oh, cool.
Wait, what? You
If
just cover up?
You just
Yeah.
cover up a job or character ability. You cannot cover a scar with another scar.
Alrighty.
So you do not die until you reveal a skull.
All right. Well,
Or you cover up your entire player card with scars and
all
cannot
5
place
of them.
another one.
True.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
But that's clearly very
Technically.
All right.
technically
Well, first scar scar finished and taken.
about time.
Yeah, it took us all game, and now I actually get to take my turn.
Yeah.
All right. So what am I doing?
Plus,
We got Chicago. All right. What parts do we have right now that are in deep shit?
Jacksonville.
St. Petersburg.
St. Petersburg.
Moskva.
Moscow. I think that's it. Mexico City.
Lima.
Mexico City. We never had anyone in there. We
Yeah,
didn't draw
Mexico
it.
City. we
Yes,
didn't
there are 5 sort of slots per character card. Sorry, the question that was asked was
Yeah.
whether or not there are 5 slots for scars.
Yep.
So there are 5 slots per character, one of which will be taken up with your job, The other 4 are reserved for either special abilities that add to your stuff, or scars. So you can
So like, character options there, empty slots here. These will get filled up with scars if I take scars. You scratch off one of those little bottom boxy things there.
Yeah. I'm assuming that 5 scars would be a lot, given that there's only 7 boxes for exposure. But to be fair, we actually have no fucking clue.
Yep.
I really want to find out all this stuff at the end of the game.
See.
Yeah, me too.
Like, scratch off, see how
3.
long, any one of our characters could have survived.
1. No. I'm here.
Yep. I mean, can you inoculate anything? You can inoculate Chicago.
Okay.
Oh, but we don't want to.
We don't
Sorry,
want to
inoculation
inoculate.
is bad.
You can inoculate Cairo is the only one, but that has a hollow man in it.
Yeah, then I won't be able to leave.
Which you do have the hollow man, move hollow man action.
Yes, I do. I could use an action.
But that's still not suboptimal.
Alright. So,
We know there's another Washington coming.
I'm thinking about going that way.
Okay.
But how do I get there?
Do you
What's
have... Would it be...
my optimal route will be...
Move to Denver and Banff. How far do you want to go?
That's the question.
Okay.
Because Kolkata's the safest place.
Question.
Well, no, I'm talking about saving this area.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Oh, I forgot about Montgomery.
Yeah.
Question.
Well,
Yep.
it's these two.
Would it be worth Jacob going to New York, giving Chicago to you, me giving No.
Why would I need Chicago?
To build
Build,
a
'cause
Jober.
Because currently you have the most, but
Right.
even if we both give you, we both only have 4.
Yeah, you never get more more scars
Yeah,
and
we-
slots. Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of ways.
While you were pondering, we addressed the question.
Yes.
Which is uncharacteristic. You're
Yeah.
usually the chat guy.
Yep. Let's see. Yeah. Well, free action to move here anyway.
Yeah.
So that's free.
That's your starting point.
And now I have 4 regular actions. So I could go 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I could save Moscow decently easily, or I could go 1, 2, 3. Save St. Petersburg. And 4 for Jacksonville.
Yeah, if you can save 2 cities in a single turn, I think that's pretty good.
Okay. So I think I'm
That
gonna
would
do that.
also keep you in New York, which
Yeah.
could be more useful next
So
turn.
if I pick that up, then I go
Forgot to apply some.
1, 2.
Y'all, there's still an extra action spot here.
We haven't drawn New York, have we?
No,
No.
we have not. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's possible that the cards are clearly just a certain size. It's possible that they just have one space left.
Yeah, but I feel like they would have
1,
filled it all up.
Maybe.
2, no.
I'm less convinced.
At the end of this, I just want some time.
Oh yeah, we'll just
learn
we'll go through it.
everything.
We'll take a look.
Boom. Cool.
Fucking like huge ass sea lane from
Okay.
New York to St. Petersburg.
Drop
That's
all
what
young
I got.
cards.
Alright. Triple E.
Like,
Delhi.
not what we want.
Yeah.
Cool.
What does Delhi do for you again?
You do not get exposed when you begin your turn in an infested city.
Infested. Okay. And then infect 2.
Let's see. Hollow Men Gather in Lima.
Okay.
And then
Bogota.
fucking Bogota. Cool. At this rate, I don't know if we're gonna keep able to
Right,
do
yeah,
infrastructure. So for next game, extra time. Fucking balls.
Yeah, that's gonna be the action of choice.
Okay.
Trying to think of what I can do to destroy cards. Washington, Cairo, Chicago. Destroy Chicago. Can't get to Bogota. I mean, Scars. Technically, I could do broadcast misinformation. Or, no, that's
That's me.
No.
Or misinformation.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would need to, and I can't really. So I could get... Chicago's the only one I can for sure destroy. If we're thinking about destruction.
What other things can you do?
Navigate sea lane for free. Or, well, not for free, but no cubes.
There's nothing that we
Not
really
really.
want to connect. I think. What can you save is the question.
Yeah, that kind of is a question.
Is there anything I can save? Bangkok? Or did we start with none there?
We started with none.
there.
Tokyo, but then I can get there in time.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah, I don't think there's really much. What if
Maybe destroying Chicago is the best idea, but I don't know.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely not a terrible idea. Can you do it without getting exposed?
I 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, honestly.
I can't really see anything better right now. Yeah. My only other thought is actually it might be good to use the frequency scanner.
You think we've got an epidemic coming up?
Well, the epidemic was on Will's turn.
Yeah.
So, well, we either have an epidemic coming up, which is possible, or even if he scratches off things that it lets him take cards into his hand, like he could possibly.
Do I take them into my hand?
So it depends on how many you scratch off here.
Right.
You either can get 1 or 2 into your hand.
Does that from? Oh, that's from discard.
So
From the discard, the top of the.
The
discard
reason that
pile.
we can't connect Shanghai directly to Jakarta is because you can see these 2 red lines. Those represent what are called regions. And no sea lane is allowed to cross more than a single red line.
Yeah.
Which, when we first revealed this, we were like, or I at least was like, man, that's weird. Why would they divide the Pacific like that? I'm pretty sure it's exclusively so that we don't connect Shanghai to somewhere more accessible over here.
Like Bangkok or something,
Yeah. So that would, ideally, that would be sort of like the go-to solution, but unfortunately it's not an option.
Yeah.
The only
Good thinking, though.
other thing I could think is also popping system-wide production.
No. Not useful. Definitely. It's actually, it would actually make it worse. Because right now, like, pretty much none of the places that have these really are in danger. And then we don't have any in the stockpile to place now.
Right.
Yeah. Destroy Chicago.
Well, actually, no. I think I like a lot more going for 1 or 2 frequency scans. He could get 4 blues or 5 blues in order to get to place Johannesburg.
Fair enough.
So if you were to, it sucks that you have Lagos.
Yeah. Damn lines.
So what I would do, oh, you don't have a yellow, do you? Oh, shit.
I could do New York.
You could do New York.
Damn dirty lines.
So maybe so if you do New York, so you have that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I would say do New York. Do the first frequency scan. If you get cards, good. Leave it, or if you pick an epidemic, leave it at that. If you don't pick an epidemic, definitely do another one.
Yeah.
Because that should capture it for sure.
Yep.
And you have enough actions to do that.
And I will get cards.
And you would get cards. Yes.
All right.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3.
3 first. Okay.
Wait, no. 1. I was in Jakarta, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 1, 2,
Oh,
3 to get 2.
Wait. So then
You can only
no.
do it once.
go here and pick up a yellow, if anything.
Okay.
Or like one of us can do something. I have yellows to spare.
Okay. Top 4 cards. Epidemic.
Yep.
Nice.
As well as an unrationed event, the riot control move up to 4 Utopia cards from the infection discard pile to the game
We don't have
area.
that.
That'd be
Not-
great if we had literally
exactly.
any of those.
So
So pick which thing you're scanning.
okay.
Well, hold on. Before you do that, so you have to decide. So the cards get discarded immediately, and you have to decide in what order they're placed, because the 1 or 2 cards that you're allowed to take.
I thought you scanned first.
Add a satellite tower, draw and discard 4 player cards in any order, then scratch off
Okay.
1 box on frequency.
Are we thinking Lagos Tripoli, then unrationed event, and epidemic at the bottom?
I think so. Yes. 100%.
Because the unrationed event isn't useful, and we sure as shit don't want the epidemic.
And then you could use your second action to use the Lagos card to place a bunker.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna choose 9.1 because that's. Oh wait. Yeah, I'm gonna choose 9.1 because that's closest to 89.
That's a very clever idea.
Yeah.
I'm very glad that.
What was this idea?
So the proposal was to connect New Mumbai to Dar es Salaam and bypass the Enterprise completely.
That's very useful.
Thank you.
We're clearly very good at this game. I think is why we just wanted to create a challenge for ourselves. Really.
I mean, remember when we used to play without the friggin'
Without the
shuttle flight action?
Yeah, I do remember that. In fact. Okay.
So you know where we're just banting all over the map.
Top 1 card.
Top 1 card. Lagos.
So you get
Let's
Lagos.
get Lagos.
Cool.
So I have 1 turn or 1. Thing.
One action remaining. Use that to create a bunker.
Create a bunker.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
That'll just be good in general. Having bunker in Lagos is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it means that you don't have to worry about it next turn. And plus, we just drew the epidemic card. Drawing another 4 will.
Yep.
So that's all your actions.
Yep. Istanbul. New York.
All right. Cool.
In
So
fact,
he's
2.
got 2.
Tokyo.
Tokyo. Boom.
Istanbul. Normal.
Okay.
Shit.
We still need Jacob to have 1 more red.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep. Pretty much.
Okay. So here's
Technically, we could do that with. No, Greg can't get.
Here's what I'm
there.
thinking. I'm thinking I monitor in an attempt to find a red card,
Mm-hmm.
and then I give both of my red cards to you,
Mm-hmm.
and then bring you to me. And on your turn, the first thing you do is build a supply center in Lake Baikal.
Let's go for it.
All right.
Let's see.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
Utopia, straight up. Oh, there's a search in Utopia.
Interesting.
I'm intrigued.
Then I might search first and then do.
No, because I'm still Garrick. I can just search it after you've discarded it.
Well, the game. Oh yeah, you're right. Well, we would have to get to your turn.
Right, which is not guaranteed. But
And I mean, like, what else am I gonna do with my turn?
fair point. Well, okay. So first of all, let's. All right. So New Mumbai, Bogota, Utopia. I think Utopia goes on top, and then maybe produce supplies.
No.
We don't need to produce supplies.
Do we? What do
I don't
we
know
need?
what else you need. But
Doesn't really. Literally. Okay. Let's
Maybe
take
put New Mumbai
New
up
Mumbai.
there, because then we could possibly put a bunker in Cairo.
Okay. So Utopia on top, and let us
Scratch.
scratch
Scratch.
off. Let's go.
choose your hometown station.
Third from the top. 1031.
All right. Let's see.
1 card. That's enough.
Fine. That's enough.
All right. So that was 1 action.
Mm-hmm. Still part
That's
of
the
it.
entirety of 1 action.
Yep.
2 actions.
Mm-hmm.
3
Wait,
actions.
I need to
Oh,
discard
mean,
shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to discard these 2. I think Chicago and
Keep
Santiago.
the blue.
Keep the blue. Discard Tripoli. Not Foundation. Regular Tripoli. Because why the fuck? Alright.
3 actions.
Mm-hmm. Get over here. Alright.
Okay, hog.
2, 3.
I'm ready to go. Oh.
Okay.
So on his turn.
I have a thing that I need to tell you about off stream because it's fantastically inappropriate.
Okay, so please God, Please, good God above. Good God above. Don't lose us.
Alright. So I draw cards. New York.
Okay.
And Portable Antiviral Labs, which is...
You have
I think I'm fine.
Mm,
No, I have one too many.
one too many.
Istanbul?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't need it for just about anything.
Unless... Are we going to use the
No.
produce supplies?
We've actually produced supplies is even more useless for us.
See,
I'm
that's what I've been
it's so
saying.
weird, yeah. I'm
Produce
more likely to
supplies
use the Portable Antiviral Lab.
devalues
Yeah.
later in the game.
Oh yeah,
Well, because there's fewer
'Cause there's
in the
less
stockpile.
Yeah, so
yeah.
we should have felt free to use it.
but
Okay.
we didn't know that.
And
Yeah.
infect you.
Washington.
Washington.
Safe.
Okay. So, yeah, we're safe at least until we get to Supply Center.
St. Petersburg.
Which is safe.
Cool. Yeah, alright. We're doing
Okay,
fine.
Cool.
So, Jacob,
All right. First thing I'm gonna
first
do
thing you're going to do is
search Utopia.
talk to corporate like
Yeah.
a boss.
search Utopia.
Okay, so 1, bing, 2, or 2, 3, 4. That's your entire turn.
Okay.
Unless something happens in Utopia. It's a dude!
It's a dude.
Dude.
What you got?
It's gonna be a fuck you card.
This companion reduces your maximum hand size. Immediately discard your entire hand. You get shot in the face. Like, what do we got?
Good card. Good card. Good card. Good card. Good card.
Suck if you were like saboteur or something like that.
Oh my god, it's the operations specialist.
Nah!
Let's see. What do we got?
Companion, Informant. Play this card at any time to move up to 4 Utopia infection cards from the infection discard pile to the game end area.
Nah.
Oh, the game end. Oh.
Yeah, it's the same as
That's the same
unrationed
as the
event.
unrationed event,
Oh,
which
okay.
has been useless thus far.
Yeah.
Right, but I mean, conceivably, the Wombo combo, we just be like, all 8 of these, get out of my house.
Yep. Okay. And then Hild.
Cool. William,
Mhm.
on your turn, you should give me some black.
Yeah. Because then you can dance.
Mm-hmm.
To Johannesburg. Okay. Jacob, I think that's your entire.
That is
4
my entire
actions.
turn.
So, what we got?
Joburg.
A blur. And a yearler.
Yeller.
Does any. Okay, I felt personally called out by this one post that I saw. Does anybody else's father answer the phone?
Yellow. Not my dad, but
Yeah, I'm
Because-
sure your dad answers in Polish.
yeah.
I was like, oh my god.
Okay. Cool.
It's my dad.
Okay, my turn.
Oh
No, infections.
Infections.
Very important.
No, we didn't. Oh, you're right. You're right.
Moscow.
And when you're right, you're right. And you're always right.
Chicago.
All right,
Okay.
so we're there. We're close. We're doing great. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fucking fine.
Yeah.
Okay. I think
Mm-hmm.
that if
That's
William
dangerous.
does damage control, what happens then? I think we should risk him taking his entire turn to send me those 2 yellows,
Red blues.
those 2 blues, and just
Take the chance.
cross our fingers.
I mean,
Because, like,
yeah. Honestly, like, there's not much we can do, and I don't see any way that he can really do much damage control even then. Yeah.
I mean, like, Boof Boof Tehran is about the extent of his damage control.
But we didn't even have anything in Tehran first.
Oh, did we not?
No.
Oh, that's
we
right.
moved
We
it
were
to
gonna.
Delhi.
Okay, so then yeah, like
We also
Boof
have to face
Lima.
the chance because of your monitor that we're facing an epidemic coming up.
True.
Which could be good because that means that gets all the Holloman back in there.
Yeah.
And if that
Actually, in
buys
this
us an
case,
extra turn.
That's a good point.
That and we have Lagos. We do have Lagos in 6, right?
No, it hasn't come up again, has it?
No, I feel like it has.
It has because it was the
It was a
So
there was a
you can
Holloman.
inoculate.
Inoculate
Yeah,
that shit.
inoculate. Okay.
So free action, inoculate.
Free
Go
action
for
to
it.
inoculate Lagos.
Yes, cool. There we go.
Free action.
Luckily, we did that.
Yeah.
All right. Now, get your ass to New York.
The only other thing is, do we want to take that suggestion of connecting New Mumbai to Dar es Salaam? Saves 1 turn next game, but
I would rather save the time taking again because Joburg is more important.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
Like because that takes more time than
Yeah, that takes a shitload. Okay, and I don't take a scar because of the bunker.
Yeah.
So 1,
Mhm.
2,
It's 2 anyway. Yeah.
3, 4.
The yellows, I guess.
Yeah. Dry on cards.
Khartoum,
Okay.
New York.
Yuck.
All right.
Okay.
Well then.
Oh God, please God. Duval,
Okay.
Okay.
New York.
Fook. All right. Game over. First game in
First loss in quite a while.
in a while. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, we did good. We did good.
Yeah, we got that up. That's good because that was an extra turn to get there.
Yeah.
Because now Jacob can go straight there.
Yep.
You and I can play phone tag with all of these. The only one we don't have a radio tower in is black,
Well, so you also, yeah.
which we will need 2 for.
Mm-hmm.
Discard a card of the city you're moving into.
Yes, into.
Yeah. To enter a city.
All right.
Okay. So, let's
End
clear.
the game.
Nope. That's not. It's nothing until the end of the game.
Cool.
End of the campaign. So
Yep.
let's clear all the non-population affecting shit, and all of the leave all of the stuff, even if it's non-population affecting, that could be made permanent. So buildings and shit. Let's get our dudes out of here. This is already permanent.
Mm-hmm.
So you can theoretically move more than one space per turn, right?
Yeah. No, I can move up to 5 spaces per turn. Hello.
Okay, so what do we got for population? Nothing happens.
Yep. That's the nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens. So we're currently facing a 0 in Washington. You know what? This is our second to last game.
Well,
I
not-
would like to put stickers everywhere because there's no fear that we're going to run out.
Yeah. Cool.
Just to keep track.
I don't know if there was ever a fear. It's just we didn't want that stacks.
I mean, we're pretty low on 2s.
Yeah, I
We've
guess.
been bumping, but like
Yeah,
floating
true.
around the
One,
2s
one,
for
two
a
has
long
been like.
time.
Alright,
So, got 0s.
Damn, Washington gets infested.
Yeah, so does Lima. That's that. 2 in Bogota.
One in Chicago. One in New York.
So sorry again for slowing down the pace with all this end game stuff, but thanks for sticking around,
Yeah.
everybody who's watching. We are very excited to be finishing the campaign tonight.
Yes.
We're
Yes,
gonna
we
be we're gonna be bringing you that end game content regardless.
Yeah. Yeah, we are.
So Washington gets infested. Chicago's already been moved to 1, right?
Yep.
From 2.
Yep. It's the first time it moved.
Yep.
Fuck, Tokyo.
Tokyo goes to 0.
It's already infested though.
Yeah. So that's at least 2.
Wait, the zeros are considered not to be on the grid, are they? For in terms of points.
Yes, but we were also at the tippy top of that. No, we weren't. So we had 1 fewer points.
Well, when does that get calculated? When do the end game points get calculated? Before or after the population changes?
After.
Okay, so
Population falls and or rises from supply centers only,
Mhm.
and then we acquire them.
Yep. So that means that
So
we're
what
we're
was
at
the
7 points.
1 point that we spent? Was it Joburg?
For what? When?
Last game.
Oh.
Was it? We spent 2 here and 2
Yeah.
here.
It was Joburg.
It was Joburg. Okay, so the Joburg should be at 1,
Yep.
which is fine because it didn't get drawn this
Yeah.
turn, so it wouldn't have actually affected anything.
Yep.
Did you already do Moscow and St. Petersburg?
I
You already
did.
did New York. We
Yes.
already did Bogota. We need a
Yep.
6 for Kolkata
Okay.
And-
Oh, something going up.
and a 2 for Lake Baikal. And you already did Istanbul.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
All right. So, game end upgrades.
This and this.
Oh, for sure.
Those. Okay, so what do we have to spend?
So we have 7 points to spend.
We have 8.
No, we have 7 because all the zeros get subtracted from the grid. They're not on the grid. Which is why we actually had to retcon Joburg to 1.
Yeah. Okay, so 3. So 6. We have 1 left to spend.
Alright.
But it's worth.
Is there a 1 card thing that we could use?
Is there anything for...
What's runner?
Yeah.
No, that wouldn't apply to you. Or that wouldn't apply to the carrier.
Alright, so those have been made permanent.
Yep.
Oh, also,
Easily work.
Pearl Lab.
For sure. What does Pearl give us?
Pearl is unknown possible cure. Pearl is this.
Got it.
Okay, so we have 1 point left to spend. I say we just spend it on population, probably for Joburg.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sound reasonable?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Are there any other 1 level upgrades?
Where are the cards? Game cards.
Rebirth, Broken Link, and Lockdown are all 1 cost. We
Mm-hmm.
wanted to put those on additional stuff. Rehab Nurse.
Rehab nurse?
You can, as an action, discard 2 player cards, take 1 city card of your choice from package 6 and add it to your hand. Terrible.
No.
No, that's it.
Alright. Yeah, there's nothing worth it.
Unless
Broken link?
Lockdown.
What does Lockdown do?
If this card is in the infection discard pile, any player may discard a player card to destroy this card at any time.
For what?
I don't know. Something that's a problem next turn.
I think that Broken Link is better than that for us right now.
Think so?
Because that stops the infections from getting drawn. It's 1 card versus stopping a full infection phase. If we get to 3 or something like that, that's stopping another. It could stop another 2 cards.
True.
Versus 1 fully out, where we, especially with Oppenheimer.
Yeah. All right. So Joburg.
Yeah, let's do Joburg up 1.
Well, the question is, do we want to keep Oppenheimer?
That is a good question.
So
I think Vix
Vix.
is really, really fucking good right now.
Absolutely Vix. They're just lounging back like, you finally come crawling back to me.
That is some circular bookend fun stuff in that we begin and end with the same characters.
Oh yes. I mean,
not that I'm saying narrative content should supplant
But I
being
agree.
able to
I
finish
actually
the
do
game.
agree that I think they're the best.
But yeah, I think Vix
Okay.
is best for this.
Cool.
They
All right,
they
well,
do the best.
let's get set up.
There's Caleb.
Because we don't have anything to read, we don't have anything to do. There was an epidemic at the bottom of the deck. That's good.
Good to see you, old friend.
Have you rolled your Gemidar yet?
I forgot to give him one of the apostrophe names.
Okay.
His name is Gorgius Gourmand. I really want him to be a cook. I want him to be a cook whose name was accidentally listed onto some ship roster, and he's accidentally become this amazing captain.
That's fantastic.
All right. Question: what events we're taking?
Oh shit!
Extra time.
Yeah, we have events.
Extra time.
Extra time for sure.
All right. So, mobile shelters. Meh. Resilient population, maybe. Extended time, yes. Extended forecast,
Possibly.
drastic measures. Who cares?
Okay.
Cautious approach. The current player draws the next 4 player cards. Adding
We
each city
have been
card to start
getting
the game.
absolutely destroyed in some of the picks. Resilient population may not be that bad.
Mm-hmm.
We've been having things where we had 2 Chicagos and 2
Yep.
San Franciscos.
Okay. So hear me out here.
You're right.
The chance of this actually being drawn, and actually being drawn at a stage in the process
Do it
when
again?
it's super useful. No. Expeditionary Voyage.
What is that?
We can make that Shanghai to Jakarta route.
Fuck that. We can make a Kolkata to Shanghai route.
No, because a sea lane can't cross another sea lane.
Never mind. No, I don't know.
So we could go.
That cuts out That cuts out one though. That cuts out one red
Yeah.
card.
Just a thought.
I see where you're going there, but
Yeah.
I think it's just
There's no possible thing that we can do right now that will cut out more than one. Even if we did the multiple things.
Okay, so these are all the ones that I consider semi-viable. Extended time is absolutely a yes.
Yes.
So that's great. So we have like a fuck ton of these that we're considering between.
Yep.
also current player only goes. We'll say that like that gets used on whoever is there if you've got the cards for
Oh,
it.
could you take out the Holloman, please?
Yep.
I don't think I shuffled it. No, it's the top.
Yeah, I think they're all on the top because we drew 6 or 7 at once.
Right. Okay, so other options for ration events. Hidden stockpile, not bad since we have a huge ass reserve, but also sort of a tangential thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like if we lose the game.
Good, exactly, yeah, but like
Literally-
good for damage control so that we can delay losing the game
This
until
was
we can win the
8
game.
drawn in a row.
Yeah.
Someone else
So
other
that's
than me
a
shuffle it with the hope that we mix this up more because Holloman Gather is great. Honestly, it's perfect for this stage.
Yes, it is.
Extended forecast, draw, look at, and rearrange the top 8 cards of the infection deck. We can stagger the Hollow Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a possibility. I think that's probably better. I'm going to
Yeah.
put these into meh and short.
Yeah.
Resilient population solves a problem spot.
Yes.
I think it's worth considering. One Quiet Night. I think actually for One Quiet Night, that's a no.
Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah.
Given the way that we want to utilize the
Yeah.
Hollow Man Gathers. Team Bravo, take up to 2 supply cubes from the stockpile, put them on any location. Historically, not that great. Maybe as like an oh shit button.
It's a meh.
Sharp
For
problem
me.
spot. Cautious approach. The current player draws the next 4 player cards, adding any city cards to their hand. Discard any other player cards to the player discard pile without effect. So it's basically a
Monitor.
better monitor. It
Yeah.
gets cards directly into your hand, regardless.
Is
of
that
how
the
many.
current player does this or the player?
current player?
Well, it can be played by any of us on the current player's turn.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
It could be very useful for the person
So
moving.
that's
Yeah.
a consideration.
That's definitely a good
And then
one.
this is one. Inoculation unit. Put up to 3 infection cards from the infection discard pile into package 6. You don't have to be in the cities in question,
Yeah.
and we could use that to control for stuff that we want to have it.
Yeah.
So I
would
think
s-
that's a maybe. So
That's a
our,
maybe.
our maybes are cautious approach, inoculation unit, resilient population, extended forecast.
I would go for either extended forecast or the cautious approach.
Okay.
Especially given what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
So, Will, what are your thoughts?
I wouldn't of these 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These would be my 2 choices.
So, yeah, the same thing that I thought.
Okay. So then Team Bravo and inoculation unit are out.
Yeah. I think so.
Unless there's one that you like that you would like to put in there.
Where did
I
one
have
of you already? Okay.
I put in the extended time into the.
So between the 2 of these, cautious approach.
I think I prefer.
Cautious approach is really only useful in one specific circumstance.
Yeah.
I think I prefer extended forecast.
Yeah.
Cool.
The addition of the extendeds.
Yeah. Let's see if anyone gets them.
Yeah, let's see if anyone gets any of the
Yeah.
funding. Oh,
So
God.
how many cities do we have at 0 right now? Just these 2?
No. Tokyo.
Tokyo. Okay, so we're down to. Oh, we connected Lake Baikal though.
Yep.
So we're at 42 cities in the grid.
Mm-hmm.
I will say I do think that was a wasteful idea of mine to try and keep populations up earlier on, whether that was after November or whatever.
Oh, I think it was fine.
I don't
Because I think you're right. I think it is going to affect the end game scoring.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I don't think we had anything else to do with those
yeah.
Yeah.
points.
Because we didn't know what was going to happen until like in
Also, we-
retrospect, it's a bit of a waste. But
We just didn't have anything else that we could have done, really.
yeah,
Honestly.
at that point, yeah. Did did season 1 come down to this close? I feel like season 1 there was a.
I feel like there was a tipping point in like October, and then after that we were like, woo!
I think like by November, like we were like end of November, we were like, all right, we can do this. We can do this. Like this seems good.
Whereas
like,
this is very much.
This is down to the wire.
This is almost entirely luck of the draw.
Well, and the other part of it is with this, I don't think it's quite entirely luck of the draw, but the other thing with this is that there are objectives that are introduced that there's artificial.
We have no way to plan.
There's no possible way we could have planned or even known about the thing before it happened. Remember, don't look at these. Oh, you're just pile shuffling. Oh no.
Nope, I already shuffled.
All right. So.
Man, am I glad that we don't have to bring the cure to Topaz.
That would be. We would just give up, or I would just give up.
Yeah.
No, that's not true.
Man, are we glad about that, because fuck that. And I will say, the way the game is structured, it's very much designed for the very end. There's not much we could have done to prepare for this, really.
Mm-hmm.
Because it did very much spiral. In November, we had to get to Utopia.
Yeah, it did a good job of it. It did a good job of controlling the rate at which we received information.
Yeah.
But in a way that didn't feel like throttling as much as it just sort of felt like, this is when we would discover this thing.
Yeah, it had a bunch of content in it to keep us occupied because,
Small stuff.
I'm going to be thinking about cubes. Now I'm thinking of cubles.
Oh.
New Mumbai. No, sorry, New Mumbai is at 0.
These are the bigger ones. These are the smaller ones. I have to remember this.
They're all small.
They're
I
all
only
small.
gave you smalls.
Okay. And so I combine them all at the end. Well, not
Stack them.
Yeah, stack them all. That's fine. Come on, put the epidemic at the bottom.
Leave the zeros.
They can't go down. Washington. Sorry, Washington. You've been a bitch from the beginning. Say people from Washington playing this game in Washington.
Jacksonville is holding on.
Somehow.
Because we've dumped a ton of energy into it.
Yeah, we've saved it so many times. Big start to Providence. Yeah, we got the 3 starting areas.
I gotta show y'all the Jacksonville theme song.
Oh, God.
Do you really, though?
Yeah, dude.
Do you have to?
Yeah.
Is it an imperative?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Well,
And you have to listen to it even after the novelty wears off, which it wears off in about 15 seconds.
I think Kinshasa's a good idea just to give... Yeah. Oh, no, we don't have Rachel, so we don't have anyone who needs to get out of Joburg.
We don't, yeah. But...
It's still a good idea.
Yeah, I'm
These
still
are
thinking
all
that's a good idea.
stacked on top of each other.
So the problem with leaving, for example, Washington out, is that even though it can't go down, it can still give us fucking plague cubes.
Right. That's true.
My argument would be to abandon everything that has one connection, so Bogota, Santiago,
Mexico City.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's probably a good idea.
Tokyo, Osaka, Manila, Ho Chi Minh, Bangkok. And we've been screwed by those in the past, especially Bangkok and Tokyo.
But again, it's
New Mumbai has none left, so it should be fine.
What we should do. That, just in case.
Didn't we destroy one of those?
I'm almost certain I did.
The reason being, I want that connection.
Yeah, smart.
Well, if no, we don't have the person that does it for free, so we need 2 cubes as it is. So get that
Are
set
we going
up.
to come at it from that side, or do we want to come at it from this side?
Well, it doesn't. It's one space either way.
Right. Forgot about you.
And it's better to put it there just in case rather than there, because that one doesn't matter at all.
How many times did I pass by that? Never
Moscow?
No, or yeah.
I mean, sorry, I'm just throwing
Yeah.
out. Moscow has a ton of connections.
Yeah. How many times did I
Frankfurt.
pass by Dar es Salaam and never think to connect it to?
I mean, the idea, I think, I certainly
Because
don't think...
we were looking at these hubs.
Yeah.
And I certainly don't think this is a bad thing to be, to have happening.
Yeah.
Because it gives us the most access.
Yeah.
Yes, Washington is at 0, but as Jacob pointed out, sort of the rationale for putting a supply cube on it is because in the event that we had nothing there and we drew, I think there's still 3 in the deck.
I think there
might be 2.
Is it 2 or 3? Yep.
It could, like if it were to outbreak, it would vector cubes to 3 different locations, which is worse than, say, for example, Bogota or another city with only 1 connection. So that's sort of the rationale there, and I think it's a point well taken. I wouldn't put more than 1 cube there, but
What? So wait, read that.
become immediately infested. Only the drive fairy action is permitted. Put infection cards for Forsaken Cities into the game end area and draw replacement cards. Oh, cool. Get them out of the infection deck.
Wait, what?
When does that happen?
As soon as they become Forsaken. So between the last game and this game.
Okay, so dig through and remove.
Remove.
Remove Washington and Lima.
And Tokyo.
2 Washingtons on the bottom.
And Tokyo.
And Tokyo, yeah. Man, you are on point, catching all these rules.
Tokyo.
It's interesting. We've avoided it so sort of dutifully
Yeah.
for the entire game that it hasn't even been an issue. Like we haven't started a game.
How many Limas?
There
There are 2.
1, I think.
There's 1, I think.
We haven't started a game with a Forsaken
I'll
City
check.
at all.
ever.
Yeah.
So yeah, we completely forgot that was a thing. Good catch. We got 4 left.
Yes.
We have to reshuffle these, but I just wanted to double check.
Do we want that or
Bam.
thinking here? Gives us access.
Yeah.
Chicago's been a bitch.
Denver has been drawn a few times, but we do have a lot of like alternatives. You know what I mean? Like we've got the Broken Link on Denver, I think.
Yeah, but Broken Link's still.
That's right.
on
Broken Link's
Denver.
not that one.
I think we'll put 1 on Denver just in case.
I'm just out of interest because I
Yeah.
already was
Yeah.
pulling those out. I was just looking at these for interest. Oh, Washington. God dang, I caught that one.
So we do still have 3 Washington.
We had 3 Washingtons,
Good
yeah.
thing.
It's a good thing it's 0 population.
Oh man.
We should
So
just
the
let that
first-
keep happening.
Just out of curiosity, the first 6 infections: Mexico City, San Francisco, Khartoum, Utopia, Santiago, Kinshasa.
Give me that.
And then we would have had Hollow Men on Antananarivo,
New
New
York.
York,
Fuck.
and Istanbul.
All right.
Reshuffle that, please.
You're not allowed.
All right. 1 cube.
Tehran.
Tehran.
Yeah, I see where you're putting it there. It's just
Actually,
We
Baghdad.
will
Baghdad
not.
has 2 population. Tehran started at 1.
Yeah. There's two Bagdads in there. All right. Oh, this is gonna be something.
so.
Yes,
I
it's
can't
gonna be
even do the coordinator on the carrier, correct?
Correct.
Wait.
Your pawn may be moved only by doing the drive fairy action.
Cool. Yeah. So that's gonna be interesting because I think I'm gonna go straight there, depending on my cards.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it will
And
depend
then-
heavily on.
I'd say it's between the 2 of us to get enough blues.
Yeah, I agree.
Um,
All right. So infection deck. Shall we infect the grid?
Let's do it.
ready?
Do it.
1.
Let's do it.
Cairo Broken Link.
That would have been so good.
I have extended forecasts.
Oh, nice.
That's useful. What do I have actually? I want to check this. Cairo. Nothing really useful.
Oh, I have a red.
Okay. And
Ho
I can
Chi
get you a
Minh,
red,
Denver and Istanbul.
so we can get you halfway out of Asia.
Yeah. Cool.
So Cairo was the first one with
Yep.
Broken Link. So
Yep.
draw. It's not Rebirth.
Right.
Bogota.
Okay.
Utopia.
Okay.
Utopia.
Okay.
Delhi.
Fuck.
Antananarivo.
Fuck.
How many are we at? That's 6.
That's 6.
That's
Alright.
6. Okay, so now we're on to Hollow Man.
That was rough. I think that was technically worse than my turn. Baghdad.
Okay.
Chicago.
Yep.
Barry.
Cool. Bunch of shit we had at 0.
And the ones that are hard to get to.
So, I think your first action is not going to be
Probably not.
moving straight there. It's going to be spending as much time as you feasibly can
Saving shit.
saving shit.
Cool. I will do
I
my
can
last
remote drop
saving
onto
shit.
Cairo.
Alright, let's see who goes first.
Cool.
Okay. Oh god. This is gonna be something. This is gonna be something.
Gonna be something. Okay, so. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Here's what I think. Here's the deal, Sparky. I think it might be useful
Mm-hmm.
to. No, never mind. That's a stupid fucking idea. I was gonna say to broadcast misinformation and get them dudes out of some places, but who cares? Not me.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing directly impeding this path.
Yep.
Yes, which is good. Very good. Do we want me to move here, here, and do this just so that these are here and you have more to play with?
Probably a good idea to do that as soon as possible.
Since Dar es Salaam isn't an issue.
Mm-hmm.
Dar es Salaam could get one, technically.
It could. We do still have some draws. But
But I feel like that's a decent idea.
1, 2, 3. Nope, that's nothing. 3.
Mm-hmm. Maybe 4 may move to Lake
Did you
Baikal.
pick it up and put it in the stockpile?
I picked it up, spent it to create the sea route. What?
Yeah. I'm just a fucking idiot. When in setup, I made a huge mistake. Yep.
Yeah.
What? Do we need to redo something?
No.
Lake Baikal has no cards.
Right.
Yeah. That was stupid.
But none of us caught it. Not even our guardian angel. And
Yeah, I was about to say, come on, man. You've been saving us on everything else.
Yep. That was stupid of me.
At a certain, you know what I bet? I bet they saw it and they were like, they need to save themselves.
Okay. All right. Well,
It's alright. It's alright.
we'll survive. Hopefully, maybe.
Okay,
Somewhat.
so that was 3 actions. 4th action.
Move to Lake Baikal. That's why I thought about it. So that you can give me red.
I can't.
Not this turn.
I can't get to Lake Baikal.
Oh shit. Yeah. Get to Enterprise.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do.
Enterprise.
Burp.
All right. Draw your cards.
I just want to say we've been missing out the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
On.
Being at Enterprise, we could say Enterprise 2 to beam out. Or 1 to beam out.
We could.
We
Especially since we had the teleporter.
Yep.
Dar es Salaam search card.
Okay.
Jackson. I don't think I care about that.
Did you weird shit on blues?
Shanghai.
Mm-hmm.
Hong Kong. Alright. Well,
Oppenheimer
that's
could be useful.
important.
Yeah.
Get there.
Okay. Shanghai and Hong Kong.
Teleport to Lake Baikal, pick up the cubes there, and run.
Yeah. So.
In
1.
retrospect, they weren't the worst to put.
Yeah.
I mean, a little bit, but not terrible.
Yeah.
2. 3. No. 1. 2. No, 3. 2.
3, 4.
3. 4.
Yeah, that works.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
That's good for me.
Who cares?
We need blues. Fuck, did we inoculate a blue? I think we did.
Yes. One copy of Denver. I mean, that's not.
It's not the end of the world.
Oh,
Cool.
Infections?
Yep.
Infections.
Chicago?
Okay.
There's 2 Chicagos in the deck now.
Mm-hmm.
Bogota. There's 2 Bogotas in the deck.
Why are there 2 Bogotas at all?
Went down and then went back up.
Yeah, no, it was at 3.
No, it started with 2.
Well, I'm saying, like, the population was at 3 last game.
Mm.
Because remember when you first connected it, we needed to build a supply center immediately, so you built one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Yep.
It's not starting well.
Nope.
All right. Well, William. Damage control that shit.
That's all that I can do. Remote drop onto Cairo.
Mm-hmm.
It's 1. I could go 2-3 and drop it in one other place. I could drop it in Chicago.
That's not a bad idea.
I'd be trapped in Chicago though.
Mm.
No, I would take a scar or exposure.
Yeah. Could do that. Anything else that you could do? Because you move there.
Pop one in Dar es Salaam.
Yeah, you could go to New York and look for shit. Especially since there should be an epidemic coming out.
Yeah.
Though I don't. The thing is, I don't know if an epidemic coming up is a bad thing. At the moment, it's actually probably a good thing.
Because we want the Hollow Men in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't
So,
search.
so don't do
Don't
that.
search.
But
Okay.
do that. You should do that next turn or something like that. Or someone
Whoever's
should do it.
I can
whoever
bamf
goes
some-
after the.
I can bamf some to someone, or I can move my, or move myself if either of you have any more use elsewhere.
You know what? Let's get this train rolling.
Yep.
Bamf me to Shanghai.
Okay.
For what?
I'll give you soul.
Oh, you're Vix.
I'm Vix. Welcome back, bitch.
Okay. You to Shanghai.
Cool.
All right.
So that's 2 actions.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's only 2. Shit.
Yeah, we're all just over here like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Can you reinforce anything, or is that off the table now that you've moved one of us?
Everything runs off the table now.
Yeah, because he can't really get anywhere that can be reinforced or that's reinforceable. What are your other abilities?
Supplier, which I use to supply Cairo. Coordinator is a free action. Move upon to your location if it's in an adjacent.
Okay.
Administrator, once your turn as action, move any pawn to any other place, and Lookout, which is do the search action. You may take the city card matching your current city
Yeah.
from the discard pile.
Using
to
a
search it.
produce supplies even as a local is an action.
Yes.
Yeah. Alternatively, I mean, I could pop a total, and if we need more supply cubes,
The thing is that wouldn't
Again,
save anything.
Yeah. Because the havens aren't the places that are super.
Not only
stressed.
that, but like none of the supply centers are in danger.
That's what I meant. Supply centers. Yeah. Just set yourself up for next turn. Maybe get to Jacksonville and prepare to move into like Chicago.
Why doesn't he just go to Denver?
Fair.
I can bamf to Denver and then produce supplies and gain an extra 3 for the portable viral lab.
I don't want to take too many out from there because if you take 5, there are literally 6 in there right now.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do?
Well, we're gonna eliminate possibly 2, probably 2, from there. And your priority at this point, especially with as much as we got there, you got go.
I know, but at the same time, it's just like
No. Your character's only use, especially once you pick that up.
I know, but what I'm saying is just that like having them on your card is not helping anyone.
It makes me as prepared as I can be for the next turn.
Yes,
I actually do.
that's
right.
I don't know,
which-
but I think that like you
'Cause-
having one of them left.
I mean,
There's going to be probably
I'm not going to
at
be
least one
getting
more.
anywhere where I would need to shore up. because you've already reinforced this area. I think him not having to worry about when and where he produces supplies next turn isn't bad.
Because we don't have the ability to generate and place remotely like you do.
Yeah.
We have to go to the place and drop it, which takes an
Alright.
extra turn.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay. Produce, and I can move anywhere. Denver puts me in the best position for that.
I think so.
Yeah.
So
Although Cairo, so Denver gives you the best position for Chicago, but Cairo's closer to Baghdad and Paris and Delhi, which are problem spots.
True. Actually, that's probably better.
okay,
All right.
that's my turn.
Draw your cards. Okay.
Academic. Cool. Alright.
No. Wait, we have Lagos, I think, in there, don't we?
We used it last game.
We didn't use it, though.
Yeah.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, because the same turn I inoculated, we drew an epidemic.
Did we?
That's
Yeah,
right.
and we had to pop
Shit.
it,
Yeah.
All right.
What we got?
Antananarivo.
which now has 2 in
Now
there.
there's 2 in there.
Yeah.
That's shit. I think we have to do extended forecast.
Cool. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
And that was the second of your cards, so I will extended forecast once you finish shuffling. I won't yet,
Okay.
because we're not in immediate danger of losing.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
And I don't want it to be like 60% Ottoman.
Yeah.
Because that'd kind of suck.
So, Jake, on your turn,
Mm-hmm. I'll shuffle because it's really annoying to get those kinds of things.
you need 2 more reds.
That's the biggest thing. We need 2 more reds.
Yeah.
2 more reds, 1 black, and then you're good.
I mean, yeah. And the other thing, the great thing about Vix is that I can just walk with you and funnel you cards. I don't have to bamf to
Yeah.
satellite towers.
Yep.
I'm your escort.
Yes, you are. Let's hope.
Oh, that explains why Johannesburg is blue. So that you have to discard a card of at least every color.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so the blue doesn't not matter. The problem is we need to still get blues to
We do,
build the
yeah. We
supply
still need to
center.
get the blues for the supply center.
And we've been
That
having
would've
shit
been-
luck on it.
yeah. We have a card that lets us build them for free.
What for free?
A ration event, I think, that lets us put a supply center down for free or something like that.
There were
No,
shelters?
we have shelters for
Okay.
free. 2 shelters. You're thinking there was one in season 1
Yeah.
that did that. All right, what do we got? I'm gonna gather
Holman,
in.
Chicago,
Cool. I dig that.
and then Baghdad. Okay, that's fine.
That's it.
Okay.
Cool. And that was you.
Yep.
That was my turn.
So it's me.
Correct.
So
Yes.
there you go.
Thank you.
Excuse me. Now what? Give me
Take
down.
this.
So that's 2 actions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Unless you want me to keep this so I can get into Johannesburg.
I think we don't need you to get into Johannesburg until we have a supply center in Johannesburg.
Sure enough.
So one before the other.
Yep. Get to a station if you can.
Satellite station.
Yeah, and do so. So that's 2. You can't do the search.
But I could set myself up to do this.
Yeah.
You should also go there anyways. If you draw red cards, you can then give them to Jacob next turn.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, you could anyways, but...
I think this is a fine place for me to be, though.
Yeah.
Anything? Is there
What's
any?
the-
No, there's nothing in the fucking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cairo.
Not useful.
Sao Paulo.
Not useful.
Not useful either. Antananarivo. Bogota.
Ooh, fuck.
Okay. I will be extended forecasting next turn.
Yes, you will.
Or, well, shit. I get extended forecast right now so that we can plan as best as possible, although we know what you're going to do anyway.
Yeah. So let's wait until the end of my turn. Real quick.
I mean,
I'll
you do your shit. I'll take a look at these.
Cool. 1, 2. Shit, it's an action, isn't it? Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm doing it.
All right.
Let's go.
Self-sacrifice. Okay, so...
Triss is getting injected.
Oh, fuck yes. 4 Hollow Men gathers, 4 cities.
Perfect.
That's the dream, my friends.
Yep.
That saves us
That's
for 2
the
turns.
dream.
Yep. Alright.
Okay.
I now am shit at other things.
You can
But
move.
I can move.
What's important?
And I can move twice still. So 1 and 2 for those 2.
Okay.
I am currently stuck, but
We need red cards.
we need red cards and we need blue cards.
The following cities are about to get Hollow Men. Hong Kong, Antananarivo, Paris, and Chicago.
Don't put one in Hong Kong. Put the because we have 2 cubes in Hong Kong.
Right.
So and that would hurt.
Okay.
So
that's a fair point. Hong Kong on top. Do we want to just get that out of the way now? Or do we
Yeah,
wanna-
go ahead. Put Hong Kong on
Hong
top.
Kong on top. And then Antananarivo for the Hollow Men?
No, put the
Put
last
the Hollow
Hollow
Men
Man
at the
on
end.
the bottom.
Yeah.
Put one Hollow Man at the bottom.
Okay, smart. So what order do we want these in?
It honestly doesn't matter to me. To me, it doesn't matter.
What's
I don't know.
already in there?
Bogota, Antananarivo,
And
Baghdad,
Baghdad and Chicago.
Okay, so let's do Paris, just because it's the one that doesn't already have a copy of a thing there.
Yeah.
And then Antananarivo and Chicago will be below that.
Yep.
And they'll be matched together. Okay, and this
so
is
the-
Hollow Men, this is Paris, this is Hong Kong.
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Okay.
What you got?
Shit. Fuck all. And then
red.
blue.
Okay,
Well,
no blue. Yeah,
blue.
something.
All right.
Alright. 2 off the top, so we lose a cube in Hong Kong. Hollow Men gather in Paris.
Cool. All right.
My turn.
Yes. Honestly, right now, fucking get to New York
Mm-hmm.
and search
Search.
because we need blues.
Yeah.
Honest
Like,
to God.
Honestly, like
We
that
need
is
blues
just
and we need reds.
we need blues and reds, and this is the only way that we can really go for it.
Okay. 1, 2.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Search.
Do a 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
There's a blue.
Hey, and it's New York. It's a decryption key.
Cool. So definitely put this on top.
And then black below that, just because we seem to have the fewest of those
Yeah.
relative to other
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, that works.
Okay, so
And I still need at least one other black, so yeah, that works.
alright.
Okay. Quarter.
Quarter.
Here.
Scratch it off. 88.1. 8.81. It's 1.
Okay.
So
Yeah, so close, so close. We're
It's very
we're
close.
getting there. It might
it's-
happen. It might not.
I'm dying on the inside.
I
right
should
now.
search.
We're dying on
again
the
because-
outside.
I should search again because of the epidemic, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You should just search again.
I mean, you're hardcore dying on the inside, though.
Yes. No, yeah. My character's
Hang
completely.
on,
Search
don't
again.
scratch off, because we gotta know
Yeah.
exactly how many we're getting. I mean, I imagine we know one on the top.
Yeah.
But,
Okay.
okay, so good.
St.
We
Petersburg
got
on
rid of epidemic, St. Petersburg on top, and then
Baghdad.
Baghdad. Okay.
Get 1.
All right, that's fine. St. Petersburg is what we want.
Cool.
All right. So that's
You
all
can-
your actions.
So you can broadcast those to me next turn.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Still have 5 fucking or something, right?
Okay. So now you get to draw 2.
Yep.
Like, actually draw 2.
Santiago.
Hey!
All
Okay. Okay. Opa!
All right.
2 off the top. We get a Hollow Man in Chicago and another in Bogota.
Antananarivo.
Antananarivo. Right. More different city.
Chicago. And now we're in uncharted territory.
We're gonna get a Hollow Man though
Yes.
as our first city.
Yes.
So we know that for sure.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yep. Go for it.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
We only have 2 more uses of it, so. There's
See red.
Cool.
Bangkok.
Yep.
Doesn't matter that it's infrastructure. 97.5.
One guard.
1 card.
Cool.
I think you're right. I think they were all 1 card except for the other special one that we had.
Maybe.
Because these 3
Yeah.
were the
Mm-hmm.
unique ones. Alright, so I get Bangkok. I immediately give you Bangkok.
So that's 2 actions.
Search again.
Search again.
Because there's another epidemic coming up.
That's true. They're pretty much every 8, and honestly, like just getting the cards there.
And getting another blue would be very useful.
Yeah, getting another blue would probably be great. Cards, hearted cards. There's blues.
Hearted cards.
All right.
And Frankfurt, as a free action, you may take supply cubes from an adjacent. Okay, so that's definitely on top.
Okay.
Okay. And last one, over under that it's a single.
Yep.
It's a single.
Yep.
All right, so the frequency scanner is done. We have scanned out everything, and we've scanned out all but 3 of them in the last 2 games.
Yes.
So I take Frankfurt.
Yep.
And then I don't need to give that to you, which means I have a spare action, which means I think I move to Utopia.
Or do you ban somewhere?
I would rather move to Utopia because basically what my goal is to just sort of catch up to him and just...
Well, actually, no. I don't think that I like that idea.
What do you think?
I'm thinking, because pretty much the next time you should catch up with me is here.
Is where?
Is in Kolkata.
So you're just going to draw your 4th red card on your own?
Well, the thing is, he's the one who has it.
Right. I forgot about that.
So,
Smart.
yeah, like he's got the last red card that I need.
Noise. Smart.
Which means I can't do it this turn, unfortunately. Yeah, because you couldn't go to him, take it, and go to me. There was no way.
Is there a chance that you could draw Shanghai? Or Utopia?
For here or here?
What are you talking about?
For there.
For here? I mean, yeah.
Well, no, but because Jacob would have to spend 1 to get to Utopia, it'd be useless. And you only have 1 movement, correct?
I only have 1 action left.
Okay.
And like I can't just like take from you.
Unless it was Shanghai, right?
Yeah. Unless it was that.
What if I just move to Montgomery?
That should be fine.
Should you move to Montgomery or should you move to Lagos with the assumption that between the 2 that there's 4 cards out. If you draw 1 more blue, I can give you 2 blues and you can build in Joburg.
All right, I'll go there.
Yep.
So I draw 2. 1
blue.
Sweet.
Red.
Doesn't really matter though, because you have all the reds you need.
Well, as soon as he gives me that, yeah.
Okay. You need another black, so I'll save these 2 and I'll get rid of Sao Paulo,
Yeah.
I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get rid of Jacksonville because it's further from this problem spot.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. And I'm done. In fact, 2. Hollow Man Gather in...
Hollow Man Gather in Utopia.
Okay.
Surprise, surprise? Question mark?
Second one, Hollow Man Gather
Okay.
in Hollow Man Gather
Yep.
in Hollow Man Gather
Okay.
in Shanghai.
Okay.
Which there's a bunker.
There's
there.
a bunker there.
Oh.
Hallelujah.
Oh shit!
That almost gave me a heart attack.
Oh shit!
Almost gave me a heart attack.
All right, so Jacob.
All right.
Get
Well, I
the
mean, I
fuck
could
out.
have gotten him the fuck out. Yep. Unfortunately, I can only do 1 move this turn.
Yep.
So I move.
Beep.
Right. No.
Nope, sorry, you're not a little
I
green
move.
person.
Boom. Fuckle.
Is Hong Kong been drawn yet? Yes, it has.
It has. Yeah.
Maybe, I mean, since you've got actions to spare and you literally can't move, just put shit on the ground in Hong Kong and Shanghai.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
I'll use this because why not?
Okay.
Sorry, I took all those cubes in retrospect.
That's what I was saying.
I'm not.
It was a while ago and we didn't know what the strategy was going to be.
Okay.
Just so happened with the draws that I stayed put in New York.
Let's see. I'll say that I did that in Shanghai. So
Yeah.
I'll add 1 there, and 1 there, and keep 1 on me just in case because I'm probably not going to be able to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Uh,
Actually, wait 1 second. Let me see. So
what's your second ability that you still have uncovered?
I can get to the next turn. Hey, if you guys get me a red and a black,
Yeah.
I can get to Joburg next turn.
1, 2, 3, 4.
5.
Right, you have that free movement.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. All right.
So there is that. And my other action is the misinformation specialist.
Right.
So
Which
it-
unfortunately is just the
it,
way
it would help if a Hollow Man comes up in my route. we would be able to get it out without me getting
There
scarred.
have been 8 Holloman cards drawn, which means there are 2 remaining.
4. There's 12 total.
There's 12 total?
Yeah.
There's 4 remaining.
Cool. All right.
All right.
Jacob.
What have I got? Blue.
Wow. Now we get all.
There's the blues!
All right. And 2 off the top.
Holloman Gather.
Okay.
In. Holloman Gather.
And.
In. Utopia.
Okay.
And then Delhi.
Fuck.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I can give you a red and you 2 blues.
How would you do that?
That would take the entire turn.
Because you would do 2 actions, 3, 4. Yes. Yep. Do it.
Do it.
The only other thing I can think of is there anywhere that we know is coming up that I have 5 I could then drop on and keep it safe. Paris? No, Paris had a Holloman.
I honestly don't know if there's anything else that we can do right now.
Yep. Do it.
Okay. Give you New York and St. Petersburg.
Because if we survive this, if we survive till my turn, we win.
Yes, we do.
Then, I think to let the alley stop. And I give you... Wait, how do we survive on...
If he has everything that he needs to
No.
get to Johannesburg.
No, he
I
needs
need
a
1
black.
black.
You... no, but you wouldn't have the turns then. Fuck. And of course black's the one we don't have a radio tower.
All right. Here's what I'm going to try.
Yep.
Okay. We'll cross this bridge when we get to it. Actually, I'm going to do this. I'm going to discard these.
Okay.
After I dump them into my lap. Here we go.
For once, I'm hoping for an epidemic.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. We'll see if it works. William, your 2 cards. Tripoli. Hong Kong.
All right.
2 infections. Cairo with a broken link.
Oh, who's got black? Discard a black.
Cairo or Tripoli?
Doesn't
matter.
Doesn't matter.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
Butt cheek clenched on that one. All right.
Whoa.
We survived still.
Okay,
we
great.
went
What's your
along.
master plan?
Hang on. Okay, so
Okay.
first things first.
Yeah.
1, 2,
Yeah.
3.
3. All right. Supply center.
Okay, so my initial plan
Yeah.
was to move here and hope that I drew Kolkata on my turn.
Yeah.
Just so that maybe there's a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
Although you wouldn't be able to get to Johannesburg if that were the case.
Yeah.
So it's moot. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. So now I'm thinking inoculate Cairo.
Yes.
With broken link?
Yes.
Yeah.
Does that mean we can end it after an epidemic?
No. Shit. If we inoculate Cairo right now,
Yeah.
we're gonna lose the game.
Why?
There's nothing on Cairo?
So
Oh, Cairo itself has the. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
yeah.
Okay.
There's just nothing.
Well, is there any place that we can control that we could inoculate? Shanghai or Hong Kong? Both have cubes left.
I mean, those two would be the best, honestly. One of those two, because we only.
But I can't reach them to inoculate. I forgot I have to be.
You have to be in that place.
Dicks.
Do you have any place that you can reach other than Cairo? I mean, you could. You have how many actions? 1 action left.
1 action left. Okay, you know what I'm going to do?
What?
I'm going to move to Kolkata.
Yep.
And I'm going to hope that I draw a Kolkata and an extra time. I'm really trusting in the heart of the cards here.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't see anything else for it.
Yeah.
Why are those face down?
I mean,
Oh, shit.
even if you draw a extra time, you can give him any color, right?
Yeah.
But after I've started drawing, my turn is over.
Yeah. But
But the current player gains reactions?
Yeah.
Nothing about that?
I mean, because I have play any time, not an action, but I think.
Well, like
action
if we
phase
have
has
extra
ended.
time, if we do extra time, we'll figure that out.
Alright.
But for now, this is just all we can do.
Here we go. Exodia, this shit. Come on.
Istanbul.
Wrong black.
Okay.
Fucking.
All right.
All right. Well, go ahead.
2.
Yep.
Bogota. Game over.
Game over.
Shit.
Cool. All right. Well, here we go. All right, everyone. It's time for the end. We did not manage to save the world.
No.
We got stalled out in Hong Kong. Yeah. All right. Well, here we go.
Well,
So,
we wouldn't have had the
draw this card after step
It's meant to
4 of the game end. Oh, so we do still get regular game end stuff.
Because it affects score, probably.
Yeah. Okay. So
Unfortunately,
we're not gonna clear anything this time. We're gonna
Yep.
leave everything where it is.
Mm-hmm.
And we should take pictures.
Yes.
Okay. So adjust population. I'm gonna give this to you guys. You guys futz around with that.
Okay. Lake Bialy stock goes up by 1. Becomes a 3. Utopia goes down by 1. Becomes a 7.
At what point does Triss die?
I don't know. Game end. Win or lose. Destroy this character. So at game end.
Farewell, brave soul.
Shanghai stays stable.
Triss. It's been fun.
11, 12 months.
The
you
one
played
character that was
character.
played every game.
Yep. By the same person.
She has died. Sacrificed herself.
Kolkata.
Yes, we lost. We lost.
We lost, so that's real disappointing.
Technically, this goes here, but
Yeah.
Delhi goes down to 0.
Does it?
yeah.
Or did it go to 8 as soon as that was drawn and this would have
You increase that when you place
when
one.
it's placed? Yes, so we're all very somber at the moment. We lost. We're very sorry that we couldn't bring you all a victory on stream.
Baghdad.
Too many,
I think by necessity now my favorite becomes season 1.
too many obstacles to overcome. Okay. How many... Did any of our cities fall this turn?
Chicago.
Delhi.
Delhi and Chicago both fell?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. That means 40 cities on the grid, so we're still safely in 7 territory.
Johannesburg goes up to 3. August is 8. Paris falls as well.
God damn it. I'm not gonna write anything.
Yeah.
New York is safe. Chicago goes down to 0.
Denver stays.
Oh, no, that Hollow Man was in Chicago.
Yeah. Well, still Denver
Oh,
stays.
but you missed it. Yeah, because of it.
Bogota goes down to 1.
Time goes down to 1. Lima is already at 0.
Did you do Antananarivo?
Yes.
A little bit of good news.
Mm-hmm.
Joburg goes up.
Yeah.
Or did it already go up?
You already went.
Johannesburg already went up.
Kolkata also already went up?
Kolkata also went up.
Okay. Well, you know. Little small graces.
Alright.
Okay, so 39 cities on the grid at the end of the game.
Yep.
So again, still safely in 7 territory.
Okay.
We're assuming that we're moving into complete game end territory, which means I think there's no point putting character upgrades on.
Mm-hmm.
So, population increases. We've got 7 points to spend. We could revive 3 and just buff 1 somewhere.
I think that's the best idea.
Okay.
Or if we've got a bunch on 2, we could bump them up to 3. I don't know if that counts for different, but that's different categories.
Yeah. I say
We could
I
probably.
say we revive as
I
many
say
as
revive,
possible,
yeah.
and
Okay.
then find a place that maybe we could go from 5 to 6, if such a thing exists, or 2 to 3.
So we can go do 3
3 ones.
from 0 to 1.
doesn't really matter. I don't think which specific cities
Yeah.
get it, so it's whatever we feel a connection to.
I say Washington.
Yeah. I'll second that. Where do we have the good memories?
I say Lima.
Yeah.
Lima? Yeah, that was where we found Rapa Nui.
Yeah.
That was a time of excitement.
Maybe Chicago as sort of just the first place we ever went. You know, the first new place. Oh shit!
Maybe.
I needed to do some infestations.
Anyone care about Paris?
No.
Not really. Delhi, not really either. Tokyo,
Yeah, Tokyo, like, we've only discovered that it still existed in the last month and a half.
yeah.
Delhi's already
There
infested.
was the epidemic.
Who's
But
the
once
next
we-
draw?
That was the next. It was going to be my draw if we'd survived.
And nope, Bogotá's not.
So Chicago?
There was the last Holloman gather.
Chicago for the
Yeah, let's do it.
I think
Shiva 5.
And then
And we got 1 to move up from either
So,
5 to 6,
There's
which
no
I don't think there are,
fives.
or 2 to 3.
Yeah.
So
Jackson's a 1.
yeah,
Tehran,
Sao Paulo.
Frankfurt.
Do so. Oh,
You know
for the
what?
sake of Pedro.
Dar es Salaam.
Dar es Salaam.
Let's do it.
Dar es Salaam served us very well and didn't really get enough recognition.
Yeah, sure enough.
Dar es Salaam at 3.
All right, that is the end of step 4. We move now to the end of the game. Draw this card after step 4 of the game end if you win in December or if you lose your second game in December. At last, it's over. The fate of humanity was in your hands. How did you do? Look at the following 2 cards to see what happens next, then calculate your score to determine the ultimate fate of your world. If you failed to deliver the sample, we failed to save our people. Without the supplies and the sample, the fated living in the havens will die. We did not choose to have this disease. We shall soon be gone. Only the non-fated humans of Utopia will be left to repopulate the earth. If you're reading this, we want you to know that we, the fated, were not monsters. We were people. Our time was brief, and we inadvertently brought much pain to the world. Please remember us.
Do we kind of want to know what we would have gotten if we won?
Yeah, sure. Full disclosure. If you delivered the sample has been extracted from the carrier. We will always remember their sacrifice. Production will start within days. Utopia's plan of exterminating us is over. The world belongs to fated and non-fated now. They waited for us to die, but we survived. We are here to stay. So, maybe less sweeping than everything else. Whatever. Turn this card over to calculate your final score. Alright, Final Reckoning. Games won. 50 points per game won in the first half of the month.
Thank God we have detailed records.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 50-50. Okay.
Okay.
That's good.
So, 300.
300, yep.
30 points won per game won in the second half of the month. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And there were 2 months. We
2 months
lost
total.
March and we lost December. So 120. Population. Total population of all locations on the grid.
Okay.
So add it up.
So, 1, 3, 11, 13,
Let's let the
15,
accountant
16,
do this.
17, 18, 19, 21, 24, 26, 28, 29, 30, 32, 33, 41, 43.
All cities and havens?
I think so.
Locations.
Locations. Did you get Providence?
I have not.
Yeah, but
51, 53, 54, 55, 56, 59, 70, 72, 73.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. We're gonna have to recount this again at least once.
Here, just calculator.
Yeah. Well, it's just like which. How about this? By region, we'll do the calculator.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So calculator, North America.
North America, and I'm including Montgomery. Or no, just North America.
Okay.
Just
North America, we'll do all the havens together
Yes,
last.
exactly. Because that's what was messing me up.
Okay.
North America, we've got. 19.
Okay.
Yep. So
Alright.
North America is 19.
South America.
South America. 2, 4, 6, 7.
Europe.
Europe. 3, 5, 7, 8, 9. 9.
Africa.
10, 12, 20, 21, 24, 27, 29.
Damn, man.
Asia.
1, 3, 4, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21,
22.
yeah, 22, 29.
And havens.
So 3, 6 plus another 6. So 12.
105 total points from population.
Okay.
100 points for delivering the sample. We did
That's a
not.
good idea.
25 points for each lab on the board. There are 3.
75.
Okay, so subtotal games won plus population plus bonuses is 300 plus 120 plus 105 plus 75 is an even 600.
Okay.
Minus 5 points for each Forsaken city. So, yeah. 3 of them?
3.
So, minus 15 brings us to 585 as a subtotal.
Alright.
Alright.
Or as a grand total.
As a grand total, yes, excuse me. Alright, so, looking at the card, if you fail to deliver the sample, check your score to determine the fate of the world. We were tier 3 out of 5, exactly middle of the road. Which was 551 to 700, so decent spread. Despite our inexperience, we did the impossible. The world has paid the price of our leaders' fear, Utopia's malice, and the Hollow Men's savagery. We are paying the price for failing to get the sample. We believe that the world will recover in time. There will be new cities and new countries. We hope they will remember what we did. Okay, so looking at the rest of this, absolute best if we failed to deliver the sample, 851 and above, which without having delivered the sample would have been truly remarkable. We saved the world, just not ourselves. The 21st century will be remembered as a time of darkness, but now there is light ahead. Utopia has the cure and will now produce it at Jade. They just won't give it to us. The Hollow Men have been freed. The Fated won't be here to see this new world, but we hope that history will remember us as its saviors. So kind of a self-sacrificial type situation. Absolute worst. I hope someone finds this note. The mistrust between Fated and normal humans was too much for the world. We were overwhelmed. Utopia may save the humans, but not us. Our efforts were great, but the burden was too heavy. We tried, we failed. Found in the ruins of the North Atlantic Haven. So, pretty middle of the road. Society will rebuild. We hope that they will remember us fondly. Credit us for our efforts. So, assuming we had won and that nothing else changed, we would have had 685.
Yep.
No, sorry, because we would have won
Hey, Jekyll.
Oh, nice.
Thanks for the
Thanks
host.
for the pity follow.
hosting.
The host.
Whatever.
Yeah.
We should lose games more often.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Assuming we had won the second game in December,
Yep.
we would have gotten 30 more points for having won in the second half of the month, and 100 points for delivering the sample, which would have brought a total score up to 715, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Which means we would have gotten second tier of the good
Yeah.
stuff.
Welcome, Jekyll.
Uh,
You caught us right at the very end.
right at the
We're
very, very end.
very end of this whole thing. So,
So if we had won, if we had not sucked,
yeah.
we have persevered. Some cities were saved. Civilization has been rekindled. Faded, non-faded hollow men. We hope to find a way to coexist. The world will move on, hopefully for the better, although some cities may never recover. Pretty aspirational. Pretty good.
Yeah.
But sadly, we got totally wiped the fuck out.
Yeah, that we did. All right.
Well,
There was no penalty.
Doesn't that look like what's her face? A Quiet Year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the quiet year. It looks like that.
Fall of Magic. I mean,
No.
Both.
oh, yeah.
But yeah, so there you go. We ultimately failed to save the Faded, but we did save ourselves. We're gonna now take some time and just sort of go through the game and see what we missed.
Do we want to take pictures of everything before we? Because
Yeah,
I
definitely.
want to figure out how many exposures.
Definitely
all the
take
characters
pictures of
gonna
stuff. I think we're gonna keep the stream on.
Yeah,
I
let's
imagine.
keep the stream on for a bit. Chat while we talk about like what we thought about the game.
Yeah, actually, that's a good idea.
Because it's fun.
I think we should also talk about the game a separate time once we're removed.
Oh, for sure.
Crushing
Yeah.
Well,
loss.
that's a different story.
Yeah, that was pretty.
That was man,
I think.
interesting.
So I'm actually kind of frustrated.
Me too.
I
You know,
definitely.
like we mentioned all the things with sort of like they controlled the flow of information in a way that overall I think was pretty good,
Mm-hmm.
but like there's no way we could have prepared to deliver the sample,
Yeah.
and there's no way we could have known what we needed to do to deliver the sample.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just felt very hopeless.
I
Yeah.
think the last game was a bit today's sessions. So
It was
I
a bit
think
too much.
it was like
Shit, feel the fork.
it was the kind of thing where I wish that we'd known a lot more about how the game was would have worked. Just what type of even just the type of thing that we would need to do, because we had no idea what the type of thing that we would need to do was.
Yeah.
And I think that was just like it was frustrating.
Also, like, when was the big betrayal in
October.
season 1?
I
October.
think it was October. It
October.
might have been September.
October?
No, it was the end of October.
It was the end of October.
End of
It was,
October.
it was because we had with the game that we were playing with Mino, we had started October. We got into the first game and lost,
Gotcha.
and then it was at the end of that game that they betrayed.
Because after October, if I recall correctly, and this is very
So that they hinted that in Johannesburg. Interesting. We should take a look at the
Did we ever search Johannesburg?
well, we had to have searched it for the.
for the.
Oh
vocal.
no, it would have been when
Or-
we found Jade Lab.
Yeah. So let's take a look at that.
Oh no, I'm remembering this. You're right. They mentioned something about they mentioned something about this is where full scale production
Yeah.
facilities would be if we got them back.
And what does
online.
Topaz do again?
Topaz, discard a player card matching the color of a just drawn infection card to prevent one supply cube from being removed from that city. So actually, though,
Topaz would have been amazing.
game winning.
Sort of.
We would have burned a lot of cards, but
Yeah. No, that you're right. You're right. Yeah, that would have been good. Yeah.
also I
Hindsight
really
is
wanna know
20/20.
what Topaz was, the scientist person.
Mm.
Because I have the feeling that if you got all three of the other labs with their characters out,
Mm.
it could have been a fun. It could have been like those three work in tandem together well.
Mhm.
And Topaz was sort of the missing piece. But I don't know. I just felt like we knew what the end game was going to be in season 1,
Mhm.
more so than what we knew was going to be there. So we could at least begin.
And I mean, like, it made sense that it was, like, vaccine based, but like the thing I think that frustrated me the most was that like they changed the rules of movement because of that. It's just like,
Well, I mean, right, because otherwise we would have just.
I know, but it's just like I understand why they did it, but it's just like oh yeah. No, we knew where the last lab was. We knew that it was in Australia.
Yeah, we just never got the opportunity.
The thing was that, like, yeah, when we uncovered
We
that
replaced
part.
the value on it that we maybe should have.
Well, no, the thing is that we were planning on it. We were pushing hard for it in the last session.
Yeah.
But in this session, when we got here, it was just like, oh shit, we only have 1 month in order to complete the plan. So it's just like, yeah.
So the searchable Johannesburg card found Jade Laboratory mostly abandoned. There is one holdout who offered to join us. Jade was set up to be a production facility to create vast doses of a cure if one had been found.
Mm-hmm.
The equipment is still functional. They would need a supply center and a sample to start production.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, in retrospect, again, that was on a player card that I don't know if we saw in like the past couple weeks, thinking about how often we play.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So like,
sort of
if we hadn't seen that in 2 months, because there's a chance, because I don't remember Johannesburg necessarily, or at least the searchable one.
Yeah.
I would not have remembered. I remember it now reading it because I noted that out loud, and then I just never thought about it since then because it was like months and we never drew the card, so we never looked at the stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and sort of it's how much of it is on them to make the tools and the information more prominent, and how much of it is on us to be more, to do more, to borrow a phrase from academia, close reading.
Right.
Well, that and also just like we're very well known for
Fucking up the rules.
forgetting shit and like fucking up the rules quite a lot. So I mean, it is definitely a large part on us.
Yeah. No, I absolutely agree.
But it's just like, yeah, and there are definitely things that like we were thinking about, like how we should have probably inoculated more of the things in the like had we inoculated a lot of red and then had the nurse.
I mean, I think there was a reasonable suspicion about inoculation.
Yeah. No, but I was talking about player cards.
I mean, just period.
Yeah.
I think we were suspicious of inoculation, and I think that's not unreasonable given our
Yeah, for
experiences
sure.
with season 1.
Yeah. And I mean, like, it would have been like this. It would have been a difficult thing anyway. But yeah, it's interesting.
I was just I don't know. I definitely felt like season 1 gave me a more. And if we had done another marathon stream, we might have remembered the line about Johannesburg.
That's a
Yes,
fair point.
we probably would have.
But I mean, this like didn't we start? We started in December because there was times when we were playing in months where it matched the month we were playing in.
Yeah, exactly.
And so like this was over the course of half a year.
Yeah.
And granted, we found Johannesburg in what, June, July?
Something like that. Yeah. So it was like a few months ago.
Yeah, a few months ago.
Which I mean, it totally it makes.
I want to see what that is.
Okay.
Yeah. There are just some. Yeah, exactly. I think it's that's one of the things. Like, I love playing this game, like having this as a regular thing, but like, I think had we played this game in a marathon session, we would have.
Yeah, but that's not a reasonable thing to ask of people.
Oh no! I'm not saying that it's a reasonable thing to ask for sure. Like, I mean, I'm sure that there are people who play this literally once a month. And,
I'm
like,
sure
do
there are
it for a
people who
year.
play it less frequently than that.
But
My friend played season 1, or I think he's still finishing up season 1.
yeah.
So what's the...
I'm just
Yeah,
drawing
exactly.
off.
I think I like that idea.
What
The
do we
fact that the stickers, if there were stickers that like, instead of just the cards that said something, it's just like the sticker reminders of like, hey, look, this lab is this or something like that, or even on here like saying like that kind of stuff. Just like a little bit more context, a little bit more of that kind of stuff. Yeah, that would have been probably really good.
I would have liked that.
Yeah.
Okay, so give us the tools and we'll finish the job. If you've lost 4 games in a row, scratch this box. Each game, during step 1 of setup, you may cross out a stockpile bonus below to add up to 10 supply cubes from the reserve to the stockpile. Destroy this card after all 3 stockpile bonuses have been crossed out.
Okay. So it's a 30 supply boost over the course of up to 3 games.
And no negative effect.
No
other
negative
than
effect.
having lost 4 games in a row.
Right.
Which would have been painful.
Right.
Which we lost 3 in a row, right?
We lost 3.
We did.
Losing 4 games in a row would have meant that
You'd be down. You'd take penalties in the form of bonuses that you missed.
yeah.
Also,
For
let's
months
search
you
every
didn't win.
player card for fun.
Yeah, sure. Fuck it.
Because, I mean, like,
Yeah, I'm curious as to like how because I was the only one who ever even scratched anything off. Go for it.
okay, so just searching we're just searching it for fun at this
Yeah.
point. Searching Santiago, it's text. Santiago is there.
Let's see. 59.
This is gonna get so messy.
Oh, there was another Haven.
Yep, that was the other one. Oh, I'm not
Just a
going to-
haven. Oh wait, no shit. What?
What?
Why?
Even more?
Why?
What is it? Open 19?
Yeah.
What is 19?
Jesus, that's tough.
No, actually, that's what we just did. That's,
Yeah, we just-
That's the one we just
yeah.
revealed. Is the second end game, game end sort of check card.
Found Topaz Lab in Wellington. Cut off from the rest of the world for nearly 50 years. They were surprised to see us. No Haven presence and no Hollow Men. More importantly, no trace of the plague. We were quarantined and asked to leave. One brave vector control expert agreed to come with us. He explained some breakthroughs and confirmed the location of Pearl in Lake Baikal. Opening the following doors. 51, 41.
That'll be a dude.
So in the meantime, Santiago's bonus was
Where'd you take that card?
Put it over here.
Give me.
Why?
I want to see what it would have shown us.
Oh, I didn't realize there was more doors.
Yeah.
There were negative consequences for searches. Santiago. This is a town haunted by despair. A surge of refugees overwhelmed the city's resources. The locals have not done well. Plague is open. Must not stay. Open 50 of you have not already done so. Not sure which one 50 was. Mark Santiago is infested.
It was probably the infestation door.
Okay.
Shit,
He
okay.
has. He can add free shelters.
So, not bad, but having access to Topaz might have been nice.
Yeah. 61.
There's just going to be so much glitter here.
Yeah. We already opened 61. We already opened.
Dar es Salaam by sea, almost certainly going to be Haven.
Price.
And 30. Did we open 30 already? Yeah, we opened 30. Yeah, so we would have gotten these two.
The one which has 2 boxes and the top is scratched off when you recon one of those areas. I don't know if I remember that card.
Huh.
Dar es Salaam by sea.
Yeah.
Just reading the flavor text on it. You have found a lost haven. We have not yet accessed it.
Okay.
And opened the relevant boxes. That would have been for that. Dar es Salaam by land. Dar es Salaam by land says we found a well-traveled path out of Dar es Salaam. Immediately draw a free supply line from Dar es Salaam to another city.
Okay, so
Dar es
both
Salaam.
vectors for both.
Cool. We'll be back in a moment.
I imagine most of these are sort of similar to that.
Yeah, I'd be curious if there are any other characters.
Well, yeah,
like,
other
and what they do.
characters, or just there were some lore ones.
Yeah.
Like what was
That's-
Seoul?
that's
Seoul
all
was
of them.
lore, right? Or Shanghai was lore.
Shanghai was lower.
Riyadh, which we never even connected to the grid.
Yeah, I don't remember specifically the one you're talking about. Again, we kind of addressed it, it was a while coming. We don't necessarily remember everything that happened. If you can tell us what it said, the scratch off box that you're talking about, I might actually be able to remember it.
Riyadh. Halaman have headquarters here. This whole city lives in fear of them. They come from Asia and new members appear every year in November. We must tread carefully. We are heading into darkness. Immediately take one player card from the discard pile and add it to your hand.
Okay, so
So a lore and a slight bonus. Antananarivo. Search the sea. It's almost certainly going to be Haven. We have found a lost haven. Blah blah blah. Antananarivo had a character. Oh wow!
Basically said you weren't as fast as possible.
That's fantastic.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I love things like that.
So Antananarivo by sea was the typical found a lost haven. By land, it was play this card at any time to remove all plague cubes from one location on the map.
Damn.
So that's a very good one to have had and kept.
Yeah, in early game, in like early to mid game.
Yeah. I mean, even in late game, like Bogota screwed us over.
Well, that doesn't matter because
Yeah,
it's just how many cubes were in there. It
Yeah.
was the number of, not the.
New Mumbai by sea, which I'm guessing is going to be Haven. We found a lost haven, blah blah blah. You can scratch the rest of it off.
Alright, Betty, what do we got? Character.
New Mumbai saw one of the hollow men down near the water. He was sketching, drawing pictures of a family. Mother, kids. The father was clearly an image of him. He was crying silently. We kept our distance. Gain one action. So lore.
Yeah. Companion, engineer. When you do the build supply center action, you need one fewer cards.
Would have been helpful.
Well, I mean, we also, to be fair, had that bonus as a character, a game end upgrade, and we just never invested in it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, again, as Jacob said, hindsight is 2020. Like, there were lots of bonuses that would have been great to have if we had known how
Or even
valuable
had
it
like
would have
a little bit more of an inkling. Yeah. Alright. Companion, the local resistance in Osaka. Play this card at any time to remove one Hollow Man figure from anywhere on the grid. That's interesting.
Mexico City has a companion. The Scout. As an action, you can discard a city card, including this card, to draw a city card of the same color from the player discard pile if you have this card in your... Okay, so essentially, whatever investigator ability I had.
Jakarta, play at any time to place a shelter onto one city on the grid. It's a companion.
Nice one.
Moscow. Locals still bitter, but their leaders, but their leaders left them decades ago for a utopia in the east. A week after their train left, the sky to the east started glowing. They led us to Smolensk, an old Soviet military facility outside of town, to report our findings. You may give one player card in your hand to another player.
Yeah, 4 players might have been interesting just to have more versatility and sort of spread the utility across more characters.
Yeah.
I do think, adding cities to the grid and getting stuff out of the discard pile, like, that was what Caleb sort of turned into, and that was like an extremely useful specialization to have.
Kinshasa was the technician companion, which was build a satellite tower with one less if you have this in your hand.
Okay. That's not bad. Let's see what other boxes we haven't opened yet.
Alright.
Box C.
Los Angeles is access to the South Pacific Haven and take 4 supply cubes out of the reserve and add them to stockpile.
Okay. Box Z is this? I have no idea.
I imagine this is something we were never prompted out.
I imagine so as well. Same with the box 26.
What did that say? Altogether.
Altogether. Haven Leadership Summit 14 versus 4. What you got?
This is... I don't know even when this is supposed to happen. Reign of Terror. Immediately put this sticker over Frankfurt and destroy the Frankfurt player and infection cards. The city no longer exists on the map and cannot be part of the grid. Players may not move to it, draw supply lines, through it, or through the destroyed area.
What the
I
fuck?
have no
Does
idea.
it say anything on there about why?
No.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I figured, and then we got that one.
Haven Leadership Summit 70, let's go.
And this one.
Haven Leadership Summit 45, the power of 3.
When would we ever draw?
I'm gonna take one of these for my laptop,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, definitely. And that's all the stuff. We don't have any other boxes. that
When
haven't been
did
opened.
Reign of Terror come into play?
Yeah, how did that happen?
What the hell is that?
Do you guys have preferences on either of any of these that you want?
I'm probably not gonna take.
Let's go, A New Hope, the power of 3 altogether.
I don't.
Do you want
really
A New
put
Hope?
stickers on my laptop?
I mean, you can put them on other shit.
I'll take A New Hope though.
Nerd. Let's
You
with
go
power of 3.
go for whatever you want.
I'm gonna take the power of 3, man.
Yeah.
That was us.
Yeah,
Like,
true, totally. I'll probably put these two somewhere around
Yeah.
on like some other things.
Easter eggs.
Yeah, Easter eggs for people to find. Interesting. All right, so I am very curious about the Reign of Terror. How the fuck did that happen?
I mean, we could Google it.
Yeah, we could.
I'm sure somebody somewhere is on like spoiler
Yeah,
protected
yeah,
forums
Yeah.
talking.
What the
about
fuck is
Well-
Reign of Terror? Why the fuck did this happen? How did
Reign of
Frank-
Terror is this.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All the scratch
all
offs.
the
That's the Reign of
scratch-offs.
Terror.
They've been glitter bombed.
Yeah, pretty much.
Where did we even come about Reign of Terror?
Yeah.
And it was
Did we forget to
Which one
search
was
a
it?
Frankfurt?
I don't think
I
so.
don't think so.
Because I know one of the Frankfurts was.
Frankfurt was the
Oh
delivery guy.
no! He just said it's the worst of the non-reconning penalties.
Oh, if we hadn't reconned Europe, I guess.
Probably.
Well, no. We got Europe because of yeah. We did recon it.
We reconned Europe.
We reconned Europe, and then we didn't recon
South America.
South America or Africa, I believe. Because there were two that we weren't able to recon, and then we really pushed to recon
The rest of
the
it.
black ones, the black cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. So yeah, thank God we because that's the first one you're supposed to do, I think.
South America's the first.
Oh, okay. Well, Europe is the second one, and then we totally like went for that.
Wow, yeah, the second.
No,
one-
North America was the first.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, North America was the first.
Yeah.
But I think Europe was third
Mm-hmm.
after South America.
Damn,
I could be wrong about
that's crazy.
that. But
Thank God we didn't have to do that.
very
Yeah.
very intense.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, cool. I wonder. Okay,
Oh.
no. You know what we gotta do?
We got an exposure skit.
Exposures.
Do we want to take pictures of it beforehand?
Yeah.
Of all the characters?
Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and put all the characters on here real quick.
Where's
including-
where did my? There it is.
Tris. Or
Ripped up
Tris.
Tris.
She tried.
She tried.
You know, we only
Right.
had one scar all game.
Yeah, and it was on Tris. The two technically.
Yeah, but like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we forgot to give you one.
Me?
Yeah, we didn't actually scratch off the extra
Oh.
place
yeah.
of honor.
Yeah, place of honor. Alrighty. Oh, can you flip Tris upside down?
Unnamed.
Yeah.
Like, that would have been the vector specialist, right?
Yeah, that last one would have been the this dude. Alright. Oops, sorry. I'm just seeing the world through these eyes.
Yeah. North America, South America, Europe, and then Africa. But yeah, I do remember there was sort of a branching path because technically, if you like connected all the blues
Yeah.
in North America, you could get there, or all the yellows. I don't remember. What it
Yeah.
was. But I do remember there being a possibility for branching.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna scratch off Vixen's exposure.
Go for it.
Nothing.
I'm gonna scratch off another.
Scar. Nothing. Nothing. Scar. Scar. Dead.
I'm going to do Oppenheimer.
I'm gonna start from 7 and see. Oh my god. Okay, 6. I want to find out when the
Nothing.
earliest death is.
Yep.
Nah, scar. Nothing. Nothing. Nothing.
5.
Nothing.
Fine.
Nothing. Oh, wait, no. Death on 4.
What?
Death on 4. Death
One
on
scar
4
and
for
then death?
Oppenheimer.
Oh God.
Another 5.
Good old Caleb. Scar. Nothing.
Death.
Scar. Nothing.
So, where would Triss
Scar.
go? Triss's death was the last one. 7.
Death. Caleb had death at 6.
Yeah.
A lot of 5s.
Yep. Triss was at 7. She was, I think, the longest.
Captain Tennille. 6. Alright, so a lot of 5s, handful of 4s, only 1 7. No, 2 7s.
6 for
Vix
Caleb.
was also 7. Wow, 2 of our starting characters
Yeah.
are 7s.
Damn.
I feel like that is something we could have played him a little more dangerously with. Scars.
Well, I mean, but the thing is, like, what we...
Scars are really bad. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
saying that we were wrong for playing so cautiously. I'm just, this is the Spirit Island.
Yeah, this is just
this
this
is-
is just how we play.
Do you protect? Do you take the blight and roll with it? Like, what do you do? Do you
Yeah.
prioritize offense versus defense versus utilities?
Yep, Captain Tennille.
Yeah.
Um,
But yeah, that's interesting. What else did we scratch off?
I think we
I think that was
scratched off
everything.
literally
Wow,
everything.
Oh, well, there's the penalties, the recon penalties, which we didn't.
Oh, yeah,
that's what would have.
yeah.
That's when we would
That
have.
would-
Do we have the recon penalties for?
We do.
Well, we wouldn't have had it for that, but Wellington's a blue one over there. That's
Yeah,
interesting.
it is.
It's full of white people.
Well, yeah.
Let's see.
I'm only half joking.
If you're not... oh, yeah, it was on New Zealand and not Australia. That's interesting, actually. If you hadn't completed the plan...
Oh yeah, what would have happened if the plan happened? Are you serious? If we hadn't completed the plan, that's the only penalty?
What is it?
the Hollow Men turned on Utopia, rising up to aid our cause, opened package 8, and followed the instructions inside. This does not complete any objectives. Destroy the riot control unrationed event card inside.
I feel like, yeah, open the thing, destroy the unrationed event card was pretty standard.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing.
Yeah, but like.
Oh, is this the?
We rushed so hard for that.
That might be the box.
Yep, this is the one that you were talking about, dude.
We didn't tell you to
Dude,
scratch this box.
There it is.
What do I got? I've got East Asia.
Alright. If the Hollow Men have not defected. So if we weren't able to do that.
Yeah. Oh shit. Open package 3 and follow the instructions inside. After selecting characters for this game, add a scar to one of these characters.
Ooh.
Destroy the upgrade or the
That's pretty bad too.
unfunded event.
What was that one for?
That was for East Asia.
For the Hollow Men not defecting, we've gotten to them to turn, but at great cost. Open door 17 and follow the instructions inside. Then after selecting characters for this game, add a scar to 2 of these characters.
Ooh. Yeah, that's great cost, alright.
Yep. And then this is the Europe one.
Fucking kabloosh.
Especially because Frankfurt is so central. Yep, this is the one. Open 21. Alright, here for Europe. Our scouts report that the Hollow Men have raided Europe. We quickly mobilized, but too late. Open package 4 and follow instructions inside. This does not complete any objectives. Destroy the relocation unrationed event card inside, then open 21. And 21 is
Reign of Terror.
Reign of Terror, Frankfurt getting destroyed.
Well, damn.
Alright, well, that's everything
We have
scratched.
thoroughly obliterated all of these cards.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Well, there you go. That was a saga. I think William suggested that at some point that we would have a maybe even a podcast episode,
Yeah.
certainly a podcast segment.
Yeah.
Where,
Retrospective.
yeah, a lot of us just sort of talk about the experience more formalized maybe way than we did here, kind of take a step back, process our thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Be a little
But
Yeah.
overall, you know, I think I enjoyed it. I do think the end game was a little bit railroady and a little bit frustrating, but overall,
I mean, I think personally, even as of right now, I enjoyed the mechanics of this game much more than I liked Pandemic Legacy Season 1.
I agreed.
I do think that the last 2 months were the weakest of everything. Like, the story-wise, they were strong, but mechanics-wise, they were weak.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
So that's currently my thought on this. Though I will say, so this is it for Pandemic Legacy Season 2. I believe in 2 weeks' time, do you guys want to start Gloomhaven?
Okay.
I'd be down for Gloomhaven.
I'm good for
So
it.
I think we will be, the three of us will start
Three of us?
Gloomhaven on Fridays.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
So that's going to be our next,
That'll be our next
Friday Legacy game.
Legacy Jam, unless Gloomhaven or Charterstone.
I was thinking Charterstone to do once we finish Near and Far.
That's fair. I can see that.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a better like fit. I like this group for like that kind of adventure game.
Yeah. No, I dig that.
So
Cool. Well, there you go. Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you for
Yeah.
engaging. You know,
Yeah.
we love
Yeah.
having the feedback. We love being
Exactly.
told what the rules were, so that we didn't
Yeah.
fuck it up.
yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
And we'd love to have you back. We stream every Friday, every other Friday. Sort of depends on schedules. We
And-
try to stream every Friday.
And every Wednesday is like our 100% our stream.
Right.
Except for next week.
Next week we're at Origins.
Yeah, so if you're at Origins, hit us up. Like, check out. We have all the socials. Like, we're Dragon's Demize on everything. Our website is currently down, so unfortunately, our podcasts are sort of not working at the moment.
how's that going?
It's like I'm working with someone from Poland of this that I've been working on for a while, but like the conversion of going from old website to new website has been
Always tough.
rocky at
Always
best.
tough.
So our website is currently down, but definitely check out our podcast on iTunes, our YouTube channel especially. I would highly recommend checking that out. And yeah, follow us here, and hopefully we will see you around Gloomhaven 2 Fridays from now. Otherwise, we'll probably have some content coming up from Origins itself. We'll be probably live streaming a bit. We'll be putting up some interviews, some
Definitely.
other cool stuff.
Next Wednesday, or not this coming Wednesday, but the Wednesday afterwards would be.
Oh yeah, what are
Is
we
that
doing?
Are we going to
Variety or
skip,
Seafall?
or are we just going to go straight into? Well, it wouldn't be
So-
Seafall. Seafall's the last Wednesday of each month.
Yeah, the Seafall's the last Wednesday of each
So would it
month.
be variety?
We would be, I think, would we be skipping the variety? What's yeah, I think so, because we have this Wednesday was Near and Far. Next Wednesday would have been variety. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Seafall.
Yep. Well, there you go.
So that means
Robinson.
Robinson is going to be on the 20th.
Okay. Sure,
Is
I'm available.
currently. So yeah, that's what we got here. But thank you very much for joining us, everyone. Thanks for the host. Thanks for all that stuff. We really appreciate it. Thanks, Jackal, for coming in. And thanks. Let me just get your name. Dispaminate. If I said that correctly, thank you very, very much for hanging out and talking to us and correcting us on the rules and all that kind of stuff. And hopefully you'll tune in to some other streams. We would love to have you. Have a good night, everyone.
Night, guys.
Bye. See you for season 3.
Yep, exactly.